Friday Night Rivals pregame show is sponsored by Food City.
Welcome into the Friday Night Rivals pregame show. I'm PJ Johnson alongside Casey Getz. Tonight we have an intriguing non-region game between Westridge and David Crockett.
David Crockett's already played 7 games this season. Their bye week comes after tonight's game. Westridge, meanwhile, has played 5 games so far in their first season. David Crockett head coach Hayden Chanley knows his team will be challenged by the Wolves.
Very physical, power football team. They pride themselves on running the football and being physical, which is exactly what we pride ourselves on. So it'll be a physical matchup, a match of physical tests for both teams. And we've told our kids all week the most physical team is going to end up winning the game. And ultimately we hope that's us.
Are you glad you're playing them a little later in the season, since you had time to kind of watch them on film back in the beginning of the season? A new school, it was hard to kind of know what they had.
We played Pisgah a couple weeks ago, similar kind of offense, wing tee-ish. So that kind of gave us a good tune-up for Westridge. But they change it up quite a bit. There'll be wing tee one play, spread you out the next play, and then go back to double tight, double wing the next play. So they kind of keep you on your toes, but at least we do know, somewhat what to expect.
I'm guessing you haven't faced a quarterback yet this year quite as big as Bergeron. What kind of challenges does he present in the run game with his size?
The kid from Letcher Central was close. I don't think he was quite 240, but he was built just like Bergeron, but he was probably 220, but could run a little bit better than Bergeron. But so we didn't tackle him very well, so hopefully we learned something.
How do you assess your team's performance through the first 7 games?
I think we've grown up. I think, starting the year 2-2, really licked our wounds after the Dobbins-Bennett game, but felt like that was good for us. Felt like we took a step back, see where we need to improve, things like that. Obviously, we're sitting at 3-0 in the region, which is right where we want to be. But we also feel like those early games against Letcher Central, Morristown West, and DB, that 3-game stretch, has really set us up for later in the season and postseason. So we felt like the difficulty early on has really allowed us to grow and mature.
Offensively, something's really clicked of late. 28 points or more in your last 3 games, twice over 40, and in the first 4 games you only did that 1. So what's clicked recently offensively?
I think Jake Fox, sophomore quarterback, really growing up. We still don't throw it a lot, but our offensive line continues to get better. Brendan Reed is a Mr. Do-It-All for us. He's a great runner, and when the offensive line opens up the hole, he tends to find it.
I know you hang your head on the defensive side of the ball, and maybe aside from the second half of the Letcher game and maybe the second half of Dobbins-Bennett, you had to be pretty pleased with how your defense has played all year.
Absolutely. Even against Dobbins-Bennett, first half we give up 14, and we end up turning them over 4 times. Still gave up 35 points, but we've got 14 picks in 7 games, which is really good by our secondary. It helps when all 4 of those guys played every game last year, and you've got that whole crew back. So, like you said, we hang our hat on our defense. I think we're giving up less than 10 points a game over our last 3. So defense is really starting to come into its own. Defensive line's creating havoc, and in the back end we're able to make plays. And we're just really playing better as a whole. And if we can do that, we'll give ourselves a chance in every game.
Brendan Reed, you mentioned he's your Mr. Do-It-All, really a Swiss Army knife. Are you surprised with the success he's had this year?
We're not. He's a small stature guy, but he works his tail off. He's a great leader for us, captain for us. Should be a 3-year all-conference performer, 3-year starter on the defensive side of the ball. And, as good of a football player as he is, he's a great kid to be around, always making you laugh. Just a great kid to have on your team. If he was 6'1", 200 pounds, he'd probably be able to go anywhere he wanted. But he's getting some small school looks, but just a tremendous leader for us. And when your best player, and I said this last year about Prince, when your best player is your hardest worker, everybody else tends to just follow along, and that's what he is for us.
I'm not asking you to look past this game, but regardless of what happens on Friday night, you have an opportunity in the Musket Bowl. If you win that, you could play every game at home here all the way through the playoffs. How important would that be to be able to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs?
It'd be so important. You could go look back to 3 years ago. If the calendar would have been the next year, we'd have been playing Knox Central in the 3rd round at home. So this year we have that opportunity, like you said. And the biggest advantage for us is we play on natural grass. South Dole came to town in the 2nd round last year, and that was their first game on natural grass all year. And it was, an equalizer for us, we thought. So that's huge, not have to leave Jonesboro. Through the first 4 rounds of the playoffs would be really big. And our kids know that. We've told our kids that. And, it would be a lot of firsts if we were able to accomplish all that. But we're going to just take it one game at a time. We're focused on Westridge, but boy, it would be nice not to leave Jonesboro after October 22nd.
Is this group at all embracing maybe the underdog rule? I mean, when you have Prince Colley, it's kind of hard to say you're an underdog in many games, but with him gone, did this group kind of maybe rally around the fact that, hey, maybe no one's really talking about us this year coming into the season?
Absolutely. You know, our first year, we felt like we were a dog every year, and then after that first year, you know, everybody has kind of had, you know, us on the schedule. And then this year, losing Prince and Tony and even Mason, you know, we felt like we got overlooked quite a bit. I think a preseason poll had us 3rd out of 5 teams in the conference, and our kids didn't like that. Frankly, I didn't like it. And so I think we've all played with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder this year, and I think it's shown on the field. But again, that's a testament to our kids and wanting to go out and prove people wrong week after week.
Coming up next, we're going to hear from Westridge head football coach Justin Hilton as our countdown to kickoff continues.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
What's that?
It's a new little meatball sandwich from Pal's. 4 juicy half-ounce meatballs covered in a thick marinara sauce and melty shredded white cheddar cheese on a hot dog bun.
Woo! Where's mine? I guess we're going back to Pal's. Yeah!
Y'all better hurry. The little meatball sandwich is only here for a limited time. Pal's, great food in a flash.
Our commitment to customer satisfaction sets us apart. Every new Lexus comes with complete door-to-door service, including free pickup and delivery, Lexus loaner cars, and hand washing your Lexus every time it's in for service.
Buying a new vehicle is an important decision. A new Lexus from Lexus of Kingsport is a perfect choice.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
At Friendship Ford of Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition. We're one of the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying centers. And you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Rivals pregame show. We are closing in on kickoff between Westridge and David Crockett.
You know, Justin Hilton got quite the Christmas present last year when he was named the new head coach of Westridge. But then it became his job to combine the teams of 3 different schools into one solid unit. I asked him how hard that challenge was.
It's been different. It's been interesting. It's been a lot of fun getting to know all the kids and watching them come together. And really, it's been great just watching how all the fans have come together. We bring people to the games and the excitement. It's been a lot of fun.
Every coach has always told me they start the year looking for their team's identity. Have you found your team's identity yet?
I think so, and I think we found it pretty quickly. We're going to run the football on offense, and we're going to be really physical on defense. So we've built around that. We want to be the toughest team out there, and all that sounds like coach speak, but really there's a lot of truth to it. You can coach toughness, and these guys have bought into that, and we're just trying to continue with it.
David Crockett is so explosive. What have you seen on film?
Well, number 4, the street kid, he's unbelievable. They'll play him at safety, they'll play him at running back, receiver, quarterback. Defensively, they don't make mistakes, very sound, and offensively, they got playmakers all over the field.
How different is Crockett without Prince Colley in the lineup?
Well, I think what Prince Colley did for him is, great players make good players better. And these guys are playing at a really high level, and I think that that's something that they can glean from playing with him before because it raises those expectations.
Have you had a chance to talk to your team about the playoffs? Because we're more than halfway done, and you've got a chance to secure a good playoff spot, maybe even a home game.
We did. Last week, actually, we treated last week at William Blount like a playoff game. You know, it was a long road trip. It was a travel game. We felt like it was a must-win for us to put us in position so that we could do well and be in position to make those playoffs.
We've talked a lot about your quarterback, Ethan Bergeron. We know he loves to run over folks. What does he bring to your offense?
He's grown up so much in the 3 years that I've been able to coach him. It's a lot of fun to watch him mature, and these guys have just rallied around him. You know, he can run the ball. He's gotten much better at throwing the football, and you're right, he just plays extremely hard, which makes it a lot of fun.
Last week, I think Bergeron passed for over 100 yards for one of the first times this season.
Much more accurate, and we've got some good receivers out there. Isaac Haney's really improved and given him a good target at the outside, then we've got some little speedy guys inside.
This week, of course, you're on the road in Jonesboro, but it must be a great feeling knowing that you're going to go home to that palace of yours.
It's awesome. And I think we talked about it before, just the investment that the county made and the school board made into giving us something that our kids can be proud of. Every day we walk out to practice, it's just like, wow. You know, and the kids aren't taking it for granted. It's really awesome.
Obviously, this is a great chance for you to put a spotlight on your team. I mean, a win against Crockett would go a long way.
Absolutely, and that's a credit to Hayden Chandler. You know, the conversation's much different now when you talk about Crockett. The success that they've been having, the great job that he's done, this is a big game for us.
What do you think ultimately will determine the outcome of this ball game?
Line play, who can control the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a battle of wheels with their big defensive line and our offensive line, and both teams want to run the football. We're very much alike in a lot of ways.
I think a lot of football fans think that if you stop Ethan Bergeron, you can stop this Wolf offense. That's not true, is it?
No, we've got weapons all around, and we're going to do whatever it takes to win. If we're being successful doing something, we're going to continue to do it, but we definitely are not one-dimensional.
Eli Topping is one of the best defensive players in the area. What does he bring to this team in terms of leadership?
The toughness that we talked about. He's a leader. He's a great leader. You know, he started for me since he was a freshman. So he has just become better and better and better and gotten stronger, and great leader in the weight room, and the guys rally and follow him.
And that's so important, especially when you're building a program from scratch, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you got to have the leadership. And the seniors that we've taken from all these different schools, they meshed really well together in the beginning, and that just made it natural for everybody else.
Ultimately, what will be the determining factor in who wins this game? Is it controlling and containing Crockett's speed, or is it on West Ridge to control the tempo of the game?
I think it's going to be more on us. I think we can't make mistakes. We can't beat ourselves. And the games that we've done that in, we've been successful. So we've really just tried to focus on us.
Playing on television is kind of old hat for your kids. We televised some Sullivan South games. We had you earlier this year at Volunteer. Is it still a thrill for your kids to be on television?
Oh, absolutely not. It's exciting. They love it. They love the idea of it. They love being able to go back and watch it the next day. Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. It is.
Straight ahead, the Prep Picks crew will make their predictions for the top games of the week.
I'm P.J. Johnson. If you've walked down Edgemont Avenue in Bristol, Tennessee, you might be wondering, where did all the Bradford pears go? Why were they taken down? And will they be replaced? I'll have some answers coming up on Headliners.
PJ's Headliners. Fox 39 News at 10, Monday. Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Being a basketball coach isn't a 40-hour-a-week job. I wish it was, but sometimes it feels like it's all the hours of the week kind of job. Buddy, if there's something that saves me some time, I'm all for it.
Coach, is that my dress shampoo?
Don't judge me. Every minute I save is a precious minute I get to spend at home. That's why I love using Go-Kart curbside pickup at Food City. I order my groceries online, and they bring them right to my car in the parking lot.
Order for Barnes?
Hey, that's me.
This big noon Saturday, Maryland takes on number 7 Ohio State, and then it's number 4 Penn State, number 3 Iowa. Touchdown! Saturday on Fox 39.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Rivals pregame show, brought to you by our friends at Food City. It's time to go inside the numbers on tonight's matchup.
PJ, let's take a look at how these two teams have fared when it comes to putting points on the scoreboard. For West Ridge, in their 3 wins, they've averaged 38 points per game. Compare that to their 2 losses, just 17.5 points a game. That's a 3-touchdown difference for when they win and lose, how many points they score. It's similar for David Crockett. In their 5 wins, Pioneers averaging 33 points per game. In their 2 losses, 15.5 points per game. Can either team get into the 30s tonight? We're about to find out.
Hi, I'm Steve Smith with Food City. It's great to partner with WCYB to sponsor the Friday Night Rivals pregame show. Football is so important to our communities as families gather to root on their home team, whether they're watching the game in person or on TV. And we're excited to be a sponsor, and don't forget, Food City is your tailgating headquarters.
Our commitment to customer satisfaction sets us apart. Every new Lexus comes with complete door-to-door service, including free pickup and delivery, Lexus loaner cars, and hand washing your Lexus every time it's in for service.
Buying a new vehicle is an important decision. A new Lexus from Lexus of Kingsport is a perfect choice.
Being a basketball coach isn't a 40-hour-a-week job. I wish it was, but sometimes it feels like it's all the hours of the week kind of job. Buddy, if there's something that saves me some time, I'm all for it.
Coach, is that my dress shampoo?
Don't judge me. Every minute I save is a precious minute I get to spend at home. That's why I love using Go-Kart curbside pickup at Food City. I order my groceries online, and they bring them right to my car in the parking lot.
Order for Barnes?
Hey, that's me.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop, online at eddiestrophies.com.
Welcome into Week 8 of Prep Picks. Casey gets alongside Heather Williams and Steve Woolman with ESPN Tri-Cities, TriCitiesSports.com. Last week, Heather and Steve went 4-1. I went 3-2. So as a result, Heather now has a 1-game lead over both Steve and I, who, if you're optimistic, are tied for second. Pessimistic, Steve, we're tied for last. We'll leave that up to you. And we have a great slate of games this week. I think it's the best of the season so far. Steve, first up, Tennessee High at Volunteer.
You know, Tennessee High, after all they've been through, they're getting ready to close out a big region win last week. And then their outstanding running back, Levon Montgomery, who shall be a good man, by the way. He rushed for 250 yards last week. But he's injured late in the game with 5 minutes to go. It did not look good when he was carried off the field with that knee injury. I do not know his status. They go to Volunteer to play a Volunteer team that's really got it going offensively. Quarterback Garrison Barrett with 4 touchdowns last week. Also, their outstanding receiving core, outstanding running back core. I mean, the easy pick here would be Tennessee High. I mean, we know that's where Casey and Heather are going with the easy pick. I don't take easy picks. I'm going out on the ledge. I'm going to take Volunteer in this one. I may get pushed off that ledge, but I'm going to go with the Falcons.
You think I take the easy picks?
I take the right picks. That's why I'm in first place. But I actually agree with you, Steve. I think Volunteer is playing a lot better. That offense is unbelievable. And I think Tennessee High is going to have a hard time slowing them down. And putting up a lot of points is not really Tennessee High's game. They like to run the ball, which if their running back doesn't end up playing, that's also going to hurt them. So I guess it's a crazy pick. It's not the easy pick, but I'm actually going to agree with you and pick Volunteer.
Making a clean sweep, Steve, so take that. Volunteer beats Tennessee High. Unicoi County, 7-0. They're at home this week against a one-loss Cloudland team.
Stop me if you've heard this before. This is going to be their toughest test so far this year. I mean, but that's the way it's supposed to go, right? The games are supposed to get tougher as the year goes along. I love the way that Unicoi County is playing right now. They just find ways to win. But after what Cloudland did to me last week when I picked against them, I'm not going to pick against them again. That running game is tough. They control the clock. They'll keep offenses off the field. They've got an outstanding defense. So I'm going to go with a little bit of an upset here and pick Cloudland.
Last week, Cloudland, they did beat Region 1 3A co-leader West Green, and now they got a chance to take out the other co-leader in Unicoi County. Difference is they're on the road. I like Unicoi County's defense a little bit better than what they saw from West Green last week. Cloudland had a great game running the football last week, but still just put up 20 points. You got to finish more than that, score more than 20 points to beat Unicoi County. I like the Blue Devils.
I'm going to take Cloudland to get the win over the 3A schools. Steve, our Friday Night Rivals TV game this week, West Ridge at David Crockett. What do you think about this one?
I really don't want to make a pick in this game, to be honest with you, but Casey tells me that my guaranteed multi-year deal requires it, so I will pick West Ridge.
Yeah, this is a tough one, but I would have to say that Crockett might be the best team in the area that nobody's talking about. I mean, they're playing really just kind of quietly doing their thing over in Jonesboro and winning games. I'm going to take the Pioneers.
Steve, it's called prep picks, not prep pass. So that's why we need you to make a pick. And well done on there. I am going to go with Heather once again on this one. David Crockett, I think their defense will come up with a couple turnovers. They have 14 interceptions in 7 games, averaging 2 interceptions per game on defense. I think they get one, even though Westridge doesn't throw it much. When they do, Crockett will pick at least one off, and that'll help the Pioneers get a win. All right, Heather, Southwest Virginia. We have 2 undefeated teams going on the road this week in conference play. The first one is going to be Holston going to Patrick Henry.
I kind of want to take Steve's way out on this one and not have to pick it. I mean, this is going to be a great matchup. 2 really good teams, 2 teams that know how to play really good defense. I think that Holston has a few more athletes. I think Patrick Henry has a little bit more experience. So I think this is going to be a tough one. I think I'll go with Patrick Henry.
Yeah, Patrick Henry scored 220 points in its 5 games this year, but Holston's only allowed like 41, about 8 points a game, so it's a strength versus strength deal here. Typically, Patrick Henry's been very, very good to me. Holston, though, I just like the way they're playing. I think I'm going to go with Holston and take the Cavs on the road.
I like Patrick Henry to get this win at home. Finally, Steve, we'll let the floor clear for you here with undefeated Ridgeview traveling to your favorite place other than J. Fred Johnson Stadium, Bullitt Park, to take on a 1-loss Union team.
I'm looking for something to differentiate these 2 teams, and I've got to go to scoring defense, where Ridgeview's only allowed 40 points, Union 97. I know some were late, but I think the defense is the difference. I'll take the Wolfpack.
This is one of those games where Ridgeview can gain a lot of respect. I think a lot of people are looking at this team and saying, well, yeah, but they haven't played Union yet. I think for the same reason, just the defense, I'm going to go with the Wolfpack.
Union, you're welcome. I will not abandon you this time. The Bears, I think, get it done at Bullitt Park. Well, Steve and Heather, thank you for joining me as always here on Prep Picks, not Prep Pass. We'll have all your scores and highlights coming up on Friday Night Huddle.
Hey, we're back.
And ready to hit the road again in this new RAV4.
This is one of the most versatile vehicles on or off the road.
No wonder it's the #1 selling SUV.
You got all kinds of room back here.
Connectivity for all your devices, and it comes in a hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing for 72 months on a new RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It's pretty easy to see why RAV4 is #1.
Toyota, let's go places.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with three guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Being a basketball coach isn't a 40-hour-a-week job. I wish it was, but sometimes it feels like it's all the hours of the week kind of job. Buddy, if there's something that saves me some time, I'm all for it.
Coach, is that my dress shampoo?
Don't judge me. Every minute I save is a precious minute I get to spend at home. That's why I love using Go-Kart curbside pickup at Food City. I order my groceries online, and they bring them right to my car in the parking lot.
Order for Barnes?
Hey, that's me.
Welcome to David Crockett High School, everyone. P.J. Johnson along with Casey Getz as we get ready for West Ridge and David Crockett. It's going to be an interesting night, Casey.
It sure is a very intriguing non-region matchup. David Crockett in Region 1 5A, West Ridge Region 1 6A.
Now, both these teams are known for their offenses. They've both been putting up a lot of points when they win. That's the key, right?
Yes, both teams averaging over 30 points a game in their wins, but under 20 points in their losses. And certainly tonight we might have an issue, with the weather could be a factor in this game. We'll get to that a little bit more as the broadcast goes on here, but certainly excited to be here. This is our third year in a row with David Crockett.
Now, Rolling Thunder was here earlier, escorting the team into the stadium. They do a little lap around, and we go from Rolling Thunder to actual real thunder in the distance because weather could be a concern, as you mentioned, Casey.
Yeah, really, it seems like when we were looking at the radar, most of the heavy stuff was just east of here. So, it has rained around 5:30. It rained pretty good for about 15 minutes and then stopped, and it's lightly raining right now.
And, of course, West Ridge has their own version of Rolling Thunder named Ethan Bergeron. We'll talk more about him as the broadcast goes on. It's also a special night for the fans of Tim Cable. They continue to honor the memory of a longtime broadcaster here in Upper East Tennessee. He lost his tragic battle with COVID a few weeks ago. I was, along with Casey, lucky enough to work with Tim, and as a play-by-play man, he was really one of the best in the Tri-Cities. He was the voice of David Crockett and Daniel Boone. I remember when I moved back here from South Carolina, I heard him do the Science Hill game, and I asked a friend, I said, who's that doing the Science Hill game? That guy's really good. He said, oh, he's the TV guy who's doing radio. So we remember Tim Cable tonight. We'll be right back with more Friday Night Rivals right after this.
Hey, we're back.
And ready to hit the road again in this new RAV4.
This is one of the most versatile vehicles on or off the road.
No wonder it's the #1 selling SUV.
You got all kinds of room back here.
Connectivity for all your devices, and it comes in a hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing for 72 months on a new RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It's pretty easy to see why RAV4 is #1.
Toyota, let's go places.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Being a basketball coach isn't a 40-hour-a-week job. I wish it was, but sometimes it feels like it's all the hours of the week kind of job. Buddy, if there's something that saves me some time, I'm all for it.
Coach, is that my dress shampoo?
Don't judge me. Every minute I save is a precious minute I get to spend at home. That's why I love using Go-Kart curbside pickup at Food City. I order my groceries online, and they bring them right to my car in the parking lot.
Order for Barnes?
Hey, that's me.
What's that?
It's a new little meatball sandwich from Pal's. 4 juicy half-ounce meatballs covered in a thick marinara sauce and melty shredded white cheddar cheese on a hot dog bun.
Woo! Where's mine? I guess we're going back to Pal's.
Yeah! Y'all better hurry. The little meatball sandwich is only here for a limited time. Pal's, great food in a flash.
Toyota's Friday Night Rattles, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
Welcome back to Jonesboro, everyone. P.J. Johnson along with Casey Getz. We've just had the coin toss. Casey, tell us more about that.
David Crockett won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so West Ridge will receive the opening kickoff tonight.
This is Crockett as they made their way onto the field tonight. Let's talk about some of the key players. Let's start with Ethan Bergeron. We called him Rolling Thunder, but really there's a lot of truth to that statement.
He is a big boy. Hayden Chanley, David Crockett saying the quarterback they faced most similar to him this year was at Letcher Central, and he said we didn't do a good job tackling him, so they have to do a really good job tackling Bergeron tonight. He can really get it done with his legs. And then Brendan Reed on the other side for David Crockett. What can't he do? Offense, defense, special teams. He'll play some quarterback, running back, receiver, a little bit of everything for Mr. 4.
As you like to say, he is their Swiss Army knife. David Crockett all fired up to play here on a little soggy night in Jonesboro. Your keys to the game, Casey?
For West Ridge, that would be, we're going to say, limit the missed tackles. That's something that maybe was a bugaboo for them in the line of scrimmage as well. And for David Crockett, control the clock and red zone defense. When West Ridge gets inside, if they do the red zone, if they can keep out of the end zone to field goals, they got a good chance tonight.
West Ridge won the coin toss. They will receive. David Crockett will kick off. What kind of game do you expect tonight, Casey?
If you like running, hard-nosed, physical game, this is your game, especially with the weather the way it is. These two teams don't throw the ball much to begin with, but with the current conditions, I would expect maybe even some less passes than maybe both teams had attended tonight.
And Crockett ready to boot it off. Chase Schreck will let her go. And we are underway as West Ridge is going to make the return. And it'll be a decent return up to about the 20-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for West Ridge. That was Isaac Haney making the return for West Ridge. Haney, very versatile player on offense, can play tight end, they can split him out. He's got great hands, and he's got deceptive speed as well. Here comes Ethan Bergeron. Now, you can see West Ridge run out a couple of different formations. Bergeron under center right now. And this is the old Green Bay sweep as they run it around the quarter. Austin Reiner with the pitch and a pretty decent game for West Ridge.
That's the one thing Coach Chanley and David Crockett said is really hard to defend with West Ridge is they will not substitute, but they'll run so many different formations, whether it's the 3 backs, so sometimes they'll go in the spread here. So that's something that a lot of multiple looks you'll get from this West Ridge offense.
And another unique thing, Bergeron was the lead blocker, as he is here. Bergeron again, they run basically the same play. This time, though, Crockett's ready for it. Here's your offensive lineup for West Ridge, keyed by the quarterback, Ethan Bergeron. But they got Caleb McClain, the speedster, running back, and a lot of talent, really, on offense.
Yeah, Reiner, we already seen with 2 carries. Eli Icino as well. We'll call his name a bunch as well. Offense, defense, and he's also the kicker.
Fletcher Gibson anchors that offensive line. 3rd down and short for West Ridge. Straight handoff, and that is going nowhere. That's Eli Topping. Topping, better known as the linebacker for West Ridge. Also plays some fullback, but he is stopped cold there.
Look at that tackle for David Crockett. Number 4, Brendan Reed. And this is a good start for David Crockett. 3 runs. They keep him short of the 1st down. Certainly with it being 4th and this short, those guys on the line for Crockett got to watch the ball. You don't want to get over anxious and give West Ridge a 1st down here with a penalty.
Eli Icino in for the punt. We've watched him last year, got good leg, kicks and will kick field goals. It'll be a fair catch for David Crockett, and they'll take over just around the 35-yard line. So not much for West Ridge there. They kept it on the ground, turn it over with the punt, and now we'll see what David Crockett can do here tonight on a soggy night in Jonesboro.
Quarterback for the Pioneers is Jake Fox, the sophomore, 6'1", 215 pounds. He's taking over for last year. Mason Britton was the guy who would throw the ball. And Prince Colley also lined up a quarterback out of the Wildcat. But so Jake Fox, he can throw it.
As you mentioned, Reed does a little bit of everything. This time he'll get the first carry. David Crockett across the stiff arm to the defender, but he'll get up to about the 38.
Drew Odom on the tackle for West Ridge. The rain is falling right now in Jonesboro here. Thankfully, it is just raining, so we can continue to play here. But I think if you're West Ridge, you're not going to stop number 4, but you can't let him be the one that beats you. You want to make some other guys on David Crockett have to step up and play well tonight.
Fox under center. I should say from the shotgun.
Fox on the keeper for the Pioneers. Barnes on the tackle for the Wolves.
And, you know, PJ, when the weather is like this, even though you say both teams are in the same conditions, the offense always has the advantage because they know where they're going when they have the ball. The defense is reacting. So in this situation, especially for the receivers, they know what route they're running, and the DBs are going to be reacting. So that's something to keep an eye on here. And defensively, how do those guys maybe a little more adverse for them than it is the offense?
So Fox faces 3rd and 1. In from the shotgun, big rush by West Ridge. It's going to be a screenplay, and that's going to be a broken tackle by Reed, but then he is stopped hard. A host of defenders.
The Sawyer Tate for West Ridge really blew that play up there, did a great job. Number 4 for West Ridge, shedding his block and then making that tackle. And it took a long time to develop that play with the screen. So both offenses 3 and out to start this one.
So Isaac Haney will go back to receive this punt. Haney gets some college interest as well. Told by his coach that ETSU has looked at a lot of tape of Isaac Haney. Fourth and 4 for Crockett. They will punt.
To punt, Haney to return.
This is a nightmare for a punt returner when it's raining like this. You look up and you get a whole face full of rain. That's what Haney will do right here. He's going to let it bounce. It's going to go toward the sideline and down at about the 20-yard line. Where West Ridge will take over for the 2nd time here in the 1st quarter. So we'll be right back with more Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers after this.
At Friendship Ford of Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition.
We're one of the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying centers.
And you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
If your loan isn't with Eastman Credit Union, you're missing out. Come to us for your next auto or RV loan. We'll do our best to find the loan that fits your budget and lifestyle. When you're ready for your loan, you can apply online, in a branch, or give us the call. Sign your documents from anywhere. We'll send the money when you're ready.
Get 3 months with no payments, a great rate, and earn extraordinary dividends.
ECU makes it convenient, and you leave happy.
Visit ECU for your next auto loan. It's what we do. Eastman Credit Union. Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
Tonight's Facebook Live game coverage is sponsored by your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
It was a dark and gloomy night, but we decided to play football anyway. We're in Jonesboro for West Ridge and David Crockett. Now that looks pretty scary, but actually it's just kind of a drizzle right now, so we've gotten lucky so far with the rain. Let's hope it stays that way. West Ridge will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. Nothing fancy so far from the Wolves. They kept it on the ground. There's the big fella, Ethan Bergeron. Talked a lot about him the last couple of years. In motion. Bergeron straight handoff to the speedster. Up the middle. The ball's loose. Crockett may have it. I think Crockett has it. Crockett does have it. First turnover of the game.
Pioneers on the fumble recovery.
Boy, McLean got popped on that play, Casey. The ball just popped out.
There's a good run here right up the middle. Kind of caught him up by surprise a little bit. Then a helmet on the football by Jordan Williams. And the home crowd excited here. Prime field position for the Pioneers.
Fox for the shotgun, rolls to the right, looking back left. He's got a receiver. That, is another big hit as Brendan Reed stretched out for the catch, and he was met by the defense.
Isaac Haney said, not on my watch. And Reed's going to check out after he took a really big hit by Isaac Haney. A wheel route out of the backfield for Reed, and watch number 3, the lower shoulder, nothing wrong with that hit. Very smart, didn't leave with his helmet.
Second down and 10. Fox waiting for the snap. Good shot of Mr. Fox. Straight handoff up the middle. Williams.
Jordan Williams on the rush for the Pioneers.
It'll be third down and long. Scoreless game here at David Crockett. Need about 7 yards, it looks like. 3rd and 7. Rollout. Fox to the air. Throws it high to the corner and out of bounds.
Fox's pass is incomplete.
Now what do you do if you're Hayden Chandler? Looks like they're going to run the field goal team out here on 4th down. That's a good job by West Ridge defensively after the quick change of possession on the turnover to force a 3-and-out. In a long field goal attempt, this will be for Chase Schreck. It'll be a 40-yarder.
Tough to kick the field goals in the rain. A lot of things can happen. Clean boot headed toward the uprights is going to be just short. So West Ridge holds and we remain scoreless.
That's a big, big stop for West Ridge.
More of Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers after this.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road in the aggressively styled, incredibly comfortable Toyota Highlander.
With your choice of a powerful V6
or best-in-class hybrid engine.
The Toyota Highlander can handle anything that comes your way.
And it holds its value better than anything in its class.
During Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing up to 72 months on remaining new 21 Highlanders. Plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
It's pretty easy to see why.
Highlander is #1. Toyota. Let's go places.
What's that?
It's a new little meatball sandwich from Pal's. 4 juicy half-ounce meatballs covered in a thick marinara sauce and melty shredded white cheddar cheese on a hot dog bun.
Woo! Where's mine? I guess we're going back to Pal's. Yeah!
Y'all better hurry. The little meatball sandwich is only here for a limited time. Pal's, great food in a flash.
And we're back in Jonesboro. Just a quick explanation. Because of the rain, our Sky-Fi drone powered Empire Ford has to be grounded. So we do hope the rain stops so we can give you those beautiful cover shots you're so used to and that we enjoy as well. Great crowd on hand despite the rain to watch Ethan Bergeron try to do something on 1st down. Bergeron straight handoff right up the middle.
McLean on the rush for the Wolves.
Fletcher Gibson anchors that offensive line. Gibson getting some college notice as well. I know Emery Henry is interested. Big fella. That's one of the things you have to have, though, when you've got a ground game, is a great offensive line. 2nd down and long. Bergeron again with the pitch. Reiner cuts it up. No. Iacino that time. Not bad.
There's 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. A scoreless game. We're working on our lower third there with the score. We have a little technical issues. We'll have to get that fixed shortly, but it's 0-0, 3rd and 2 for West Ridge. They have yet to throw a pass.
You know what's strange? Bergeron has yet to run it, right? Everything's been a handoff or a pitch. That could change right here. He pitches it back. Iacino is going to wave his way, worm his way, get a push, and that might be enough for a 1st down. They're going to have to mark his forward progress.
Yeah, where the officials are at, he definitely got that. That's a 1st down for West Ridge. That's their first down of the game.
Iacino, a very versatile player. You'll see him at wide receiver, little tailback, and of course he kicks, he punts, does a little bit of everything. 1st down. First one of the game. Bergeron looks like he's going to throw. He's going to scramble. He's got a host of guys after him. He's going to throw it out there, and it looks like it might be intercepted. They're going to call no. I guess it hit the ground first. Nice try by the defense there.
Isaiah Lang tried to come up with it. That was a good call. Looked to me like that definitely hit the grass. Bergeron did a good job escaping out and looking for Icino.
Back to live action now. Here goes Icino. And he was going pretty well until he met a friend. Went quickly down for a good game, though.
Jordan Williams has had a couple big hits so far in the back end for the Pioneers. Your West Ridge really impressing us their first year. The school spirit is still very high, but we had them week 1 in volunteer, and they brought, it seemed like a small village down to Church Hill.
That's one way to put it, yeah. A lot of excitement with this West Ridge team, and that's you never know what you're going to get when you consolidate, but it's been so smooth for West Ridge. Justin Hilton talked about it. We got a couple guys on the offensive line from North, a couple from Central, one from South. Here goes third down and short, trying to reach that ball over, and it's not going to be enough.
As Reiner, going to be 4th down, and I would expect West Ridge to go for this one.
And you're right, Casey. You got Bergeron in there. You don't have anybody in front of him right now, and he's just going to sneak it. But he kind of slipped in the rain. Did he get enough?
Looks like he did get enough. I think that's a first down.
Went behind Fletcher Gibson there. It's a good road grader to have in front of you.
West Ridge playing with a little tempo here offensively. They're getting to the line.
Get a little Josh Heupel in this offense. Quickly lining up and going. Little pitch out. Here's the cutback. Reiner on the carry that time.
Really nice job by the offensive line. Also the other wing backs, receivers, everyone chipping in the block for West Ridge in this offense. It can't just be the line that blocks for this team to have success.
Should be Reiner again to the right side.
For the Wolves.
And what did Justin Hilton tell you? He said, if we're having success, we're going to keep doing something. They're having success right now with Reiner, this ground game and this tempo, maybe catching David Crockett a little by surprise.
And, of course, the muddy field, the rain plays right into Justin Hilton's hands because he wants to control the ball. He doesn't want to take chances. And the speedier team is Crockett, and the rain is certainly going to slow your faster team down. As you can see, the rain's really coming down now.
Bergeron kept that, but he just short. It's going to be 3rd and a yard. Probably do the same thing again here.
And he did, straight forward. That's one of those biscuit first downs. You put your big boys in there and just hammer it.
We're down to 4.5 minutes in this opening quarter. Still no score.
That is a Bank of Tennessee first down. Nice drive put together so far by West Ridge. Kind of got their tempo going. Kel Bryant with his first carry of the game.
Bryant on the carry.
Takes the pitch from Bergeron. Up to the 30. See, watch Bergeron on this play. Kick out block by your quarterback. Now, how many quarterbacks in high school football are your lead blocker? He's really a plus on offense.
David Crockett trying to put us up to that. Dominic Hopper in on the stop. Looks like we have somebody down for David Crockett.
On the tackle for the Pioneers.
Appears to be holding his arm or his shoulder.
That was the man that made the tackle, Dominic Hopper.
So that'll bring us 3rd down and long, Casey.
He's a senior for the Pioneers.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in a very fast first quarter so far. Played in the rain here in Jonesboro. Got him off to the sidelines now. Here comes the teams back on the field.
It's 3rd and 6. Based on where it is on the field, I would expect them to run it here, kind of treat this like they have 2 downs to pick up this 6 yards because they're a little maybe too far for field goal range right now.
Bergeron with the handoff. That's Bryant.
Bryant on the rush for the Wolves.
I think you're right, Casey. That'll bring you 4th down, but still.
Yeah, but this would be about a 45-yard field goal from here in these conditions. I think you got to go for it here. And now if you trust with the offense, can you get these 4 yards on the ground? I would expect them to keep it on the ground. They haven't thrown it yet. This would be a tough time to maybe throw the first passes.
Bergeron's in the shotgun, though. He's going to run it to the right side. Crockett shoots the gap, misses Bergeron. He leaps a player. There goes Bergeron. He's down inside the 5 to the 5-yard line, but there was a flag in there. That's usually holding when you see that. I just love the agility of the big fella, though. See him leap that tackler? It is holding. So forget everything I said. It didn't happen.
This is to go back. It's like, man, I just wasted that run, and now
his first really good run of the game.
It's the first penalty we've had today as well.
Holding offense, number 1. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Down remains 4th down.
All right, now from the spot of the foul, which was past the first down marker, they have the ball at the 29-yard line. So it's 4th and 4, almost. It was kind of like a non-play.
That was a good shot of Hayden Chanley there in the rain. What a job he's done and resurrecting this football program at David Crockett.
Now, you just showed the quarterback run out of the shotgun. Do you go back to the same play here, or do you call something else if you're West Ridge?
We're about to get the answer on 4th down and long. Bergeron's going to throw it up. He's got Haney out there. He trying to out-jump the defender, and he did, but that ball was batted straight up in the air.
Isaiah Lang, a tremendous job covering Haney out there. Really like that play design.
Well, that's 1st down for Crockett. Watch the replay. Good throw by Bergeron.
Watch Lang play the ball.
He just gave Haney a chance to try to make the catch on a high alley-oop pass. Good defense by Crockett. So now, Pioneers will take over 1st and 10.
That's a big play by Isaiah Lang. Well done on to play the ball.
There's Reed hitting the backfield, breaks the tackle, goes outside, trying to keep his feet. He'll have a 1st down. Great run by the young man.
Good to see Brendan Reed back on offense for the first time since he left on the last possession. He was back on defense, but his first offensive play, and they did give David Crockett the 1st down, so they got to move the sticks as we are approaching 2 minutes left here in this opening quarter. And PJ, I think it's raining harder now than it was a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, it's coming down now. Of course, Dave Dirks leaves. It starts raining. That's the life of the weatherman. They're always protected. Reed again, deep handoff. You get about 4 off the right side. Hilton told me he was really concerned about Reed, especially his speed. He didn't know they could match him on the outside if he got on the corner.
I think the offensive lineman got to like this weather, just kind of their type of game. Lean on those guys up front.
Yeah. The old 3 yards in the cloud of dust, except no dust. A pool of mud, maybe. 2nd down for David Crockett. Reed in the middle again, testing that line, breaking one tackle, getting a couple of yards. 3rd down and long. Clock continues to kick, down close to a minute.
The way this game is going so far and with the weather conditions, it almost feels like it's going to be who can avoid the major mistake right now, the way things are going. And teams they're moving the ball a little bit, but it's going to be hard to get field goals, I think, in the way this weather is. So it's like who can avoid that major mistake, and then who can put together a drive. Or, these two teams are going to have to go 12, 15-play drives, and that's hard to execute like that at any level of football.
Third down from the shotgun. Fox going to put it up to the air. Goes a low pass. Let's see. It's incomplete.
Fox's pass to Clark is incomplete.
I think they're going to have to punt the ball. Here, David Crockett, they're one of the few remaining, especially in the bigger schools, them and Daniel Boone around here, that still play on natural grass.
Of course, there is a proposal talked about to put both turf here and at Daniel Boone. And just almost everyone would have turf.
For the bigger schools, yeah. I think 4A through 6A, these are the only two schools left that don't have turf, Crockett and Boone.
Crockett gets the punt away. Haney lets it bounce. It'll roll down and die about the 25-yard line.
The 24 seconds left here in the first quarter.
So we're going to get one more play.
Unless West Ridge wants to get crazy and throw it for a second consecutive play.
Getting crazy.
Talked to Coach Chanley before the game. He's like, I just don't want a delay. You know, a couple years ago, their opening game, I think against Ooltewah, they got until halftime, and then they had to wait 2 hours, and they actually never went back out and played anymore because he said after that length of time, it's really hard. Guys get stiff. And
first run under center. Inside handoff. That's McLean.
McLean on the rush for the Wolves.
Now, if West Ridge wants to run another play here, the game clock's at 10 seconds.
Here's they're going to try. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Icino gets the first down.
Icino on the rush.
So that ends the first quarter. We are scoreless in Jonesboro. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
If your loan isn't with Eastman Credit Union, you're missing out. Come to us for your next auto or RV loan. We'll do our best to find the loan that fits your budget and lifestyle. When you're ready for your loan, you can apply online, in a branch, or give us a call. Sign your documents from anywhere. We'll send the money when you're ready.
Get 3 months with no payments, a great rate, and earn extraordinary dividends.
ECU makes it convenient, and you leave happy.
Visit ECU for your next auto loan. It's what we do. Eastman Credit Union.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
Our commitment to customer satisfaction sets us apart. Every new Lexus comes with complete door-to-door service, including free pickup and delivery, Lexus loaner cars, and hand washing your Lexus every time it's in for service.
Buying a new vehicle is an important decision. A new Lexus from Lexus of Kingsport is a perfect choice.
Our last slide there about co-signing agreements. I know we haven't actually made a that's lunch.
Relief by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
At East Coast Wings and Grill, we have something good for everyone. Amazing food and drinks. Plus, you can enjoy a fun, friendly experience and watch your favorite team, driver, or sporting event. Great food, great times, and always something good at East Coast Wings and Grill.
At Friendship Ford of Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition.
We're one of the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying centers.
And you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
And we're ready for second quarter action here. David Crockett under the tent. There's smart bunch right there. We are scoreless, Casey.
You got to keep that electronics dry. Got the monitor there watching the film first quarter stats. PJ, there was 103 yards of total offense, 2 through the air.
There we go. First down for the Wolves. That's Haney breaking loose. It's McLean breaking loose. It's going to be a foot race, and he won't win that one, but it's a great gain for Caleb McLean.
Isaiah Lang saving the touchdown for David Crockett. McLean breaks through a couple tackles and then turns on the Jets, but Lang does a good job. Had the angle and brings him down, and in this game, that could be a pivotal play right there. Make them execute a few more plays before they could potentially score.
Sweet play. Icino gets a carry.
On the rush for the Wolves. Rucker on the tackle for the Pioneers.
West Ridge had almost 2-1 advantage at time of possession in the first quarter.
Straight handoff. McLean. Another good gain, close to a first down.
I think that was Brendan Reed who just barely got the foot of McLean, or he may have taken that one into the end zone. Be 3rd and short.
Straight handoff to McLean. He's hit hard. Hit very hard.
He did not get it. It's short. 4th down.
Here comes Topping in the game. Usually they use Topping as a lead blocker. This could be the old
this might be
full house backfield.
This may be a push the quarterback forward here.
Yep. The old road grader play.
Well, they tried to get David Crockett to jump. Pioneers did a good job, and maybe West Ridge is going to call a timeout here to talk this one over.
They certainly are. 4th down and timeout for West Ridge. Time now for a word from Fairway Mortgage.
This financial literacy tip is brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Setting written financial goals is a powerful tool that we all have the ability to set. When setting those goals, always follow the SMART rule. S for specific, M for measurable, A for actionable, R for realistic, and T for timely. Individuals and households that set written goals and follow these SMART principles have a much higher likelihood of financial independence and success. Buying a home or refinancing a home can be an important part of these goals, and it can be a valuable asset when building your financial future.
To learn more about Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, go to homeloansbyfairway.com.
And back here in Jonesboro, big 4th down. West Ridge has talked about it. What do you think they do, Case?
Well, they're going to change formations. They had Bergeron under center. Now he's in the shotgun. That makes me think now kind of what you were saying before. Topping in there is maybe the lead blocker. I expect Bergeron to get this snap and run straight ahead there and use Topping as a blocker.
Again, Bergeron looks to the sideline. 4th and 1. Clock's running down.
You can see him kind of leaning forward.
Here he goes, right side. He's going to get enough, just enough for the 1st down. Oh, they continue to push him into the fence there. And there comes the flag. I thought that was a little extra. So there's going to be a cherry on the top of the sundae. I'm surprised Bergeron didn't go right through the fence.
And a 1st down, obviously, on the play, then this would be something they would just add half the distance to the goal.
After the play was over, we have a personal foul, hit out of bounds, number 8. That'd be a half the distance penalty and a 1st down.
And watch again, Bergeron gets the 1st down. Now watch 8.
First of all, did you see the block by Topping? He just pancaked someone number 1 for West Ridge. That's why they put him in there, exactly. Really good job by Eli Topping to lead the way for Bergeron.
We're in the Toyota red zone, or the Toyota wet zone tonight. 2nd quarter action from Jonesboro. Bergeron runs it on the right side again. Breaks a tackle down close to the goal line.
Bergeron on the rush for the Wolves.
I would expect a heavy dose of Bergeron with the ball this close to the end zone. Especially with this weather conditions, one less thing you can do with a handoff, or you just kind of keep it in his hands and follow the big boys.
Right side again, Bergeron hit in the backfield. He spins out of it, lunges forward, and he's just short.
Gabe Farrell shot through there for David Crockett, number 42, really kind of made Bergeron stumble for a half a second to allow the reinforcements to come. Watch 42 in black shoot down right there and made Bergeron spin around and slow him down just enough to keep him out of the end zone.
On the big guys, you have to hit them low. You can't hit them high.
This is pushing Bergeron here.
This is it. This is the old road grader for the road grader touchdown. It is a touchdown. West Ridge on the board. A Toyota touchdown for the Wolves. This could be one of those things. First one that scores wins. Who knows with tonight's weather conditions. Nothing fancy. Brute force. Asino in for the extra point.
Certainly the big play on that drive was the McLean run to really put him in the good position.
And he boots it up and through. We have a 7-0 game as Westridge jumps on top of David Crockett. Plenty of football left on Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road again in the rugged new Toyota Tacoma.
With a 3.5-liter V6, crawl control, and multi-terrain select, Tacoma can go anywhere and do anything. And Tacoma's been the #1 truck in its class for 16 years.
#1 in resale value, too.
We're not selling this bad boy.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get a new 21 Tacoma with 2.49 financing, with new Tacomas arriving daily.
People around here love their Tacomas.
Toyota, let's go places.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Suicide is preventable, and everyone has a part to play. Visit TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com and learn how you can make a difference.
Tonight's Facebook Live game coverage is sponsored by your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
And once again, thanks to all the Facebook fans out there watching our game. Appreciate you. Westridge scores on a short touchdown, setting up this Toyota kickoff.
See this David Crockett offense. Now they haven't been able to get a lot going. Just a turnover that they forced that put them in good field position, but they weren't able to convert. They missed a field goal. That Jason Foundation scoring recap, 10 plays, 71 yards. McLean had 60 yards rushing, and PJ Westridge has had the ball for over 10 minutes already in this first half.
Wow. So here comes Crockett with their chance. They're not even going to make it back to the 20. So Jake Fox will lead his team out there, see if they can get something going on offense. Plenty of time left here in the second quarter as the rain continues. From the shotgun is Fox. Reed bounces off one, but there's another Wolf to tackle him.
Reed on the rush for the Pioneers.
It'll be second down and long for David Crockett. You just get the feeling that Crockett's going to have to open it up sooner or later, whether or not. Hand off to Reed. Sweeping over the left side. He'll turn and leap and come up just short. About the, 35-yard line? 25-yard line.
Especially with the way Westridge plays. I did ask Coach Chanley this earlier in the week. I said, is this a team where obviously the way they can possess a ball, you don't want to fall behind early? And he said, of course, but they're not going to get away from what they do just because they fall behind early. You still have to do your game, especially in the first half. Now, maybe the weather changes some of the ability to throw the ball here, but David Crockett is a running football team, and I expect them to lean on that as long as it stays pretty close into the second half here.
Good job by Fox that time to field the low snap.
I think he got a first down.
And that was Reed making the most out of what could have been a scary situation.
Yeah, you mentioned Jake Fox really did a good job fielding that snap. He kind of looked like the punter last night for Seattle, picking up one-handed.
Did you know that rule last night?
No.
Me either. And I'm old. The best part was they didn't know the rule either. They're expert officials. Like, well, you can't do that. Turns out you actually can. First down for David Crockett. Oh, and everybody moved except the center.
He's like, I thought it was on 2, guys.
Where's everybody going? Let's see what the official call is. Well, they're going to talk it over. Is he picking up the flag? Is it do-over?
Hey, disregard the flag, disregard the flag. The snapper needed a new ball. Snapper needed a new ball.
Oh, the old new ball trick. So I've got a new dry ball. And we'll try it again. First down for David Crockett. Fox looks to the sidelines.
They do have one-on-one on the outside if they want to take a shot.
Another low snap. Another good catch by Fox.
Fox on the rush for the Pioneers.
They've got to get that snap thing. You can't have your quarterback continue to make fielding plays like a shortstop. Really heads-up play by Fox. 2nd and 5. Another bad snap.
And you wonder if it's not being able to get the grip on the ball, if it's a little wet there or something, but they're going to have to figure it out.
Illegal snap. 55. Offense.
I think he's
5-yard
having
penalty.
trouble with the snap.
Down remains 2nd.
And it is hard to snap when the ball is wet. So we go from 2nd and 5 to 2nd and long now.
It's a good shot there. Going left-handed.
Good snap. Screen play. Here comes Reed. Blazing down the right side. No, it's not Reed, it's Williams.
On the reception for Fox.
Screen pass for the Pioneers got a lot of those penalty yards back. Be 3rd down for the Pioneers. Balls are thrown 37. We're midway through the 2nd quarter. Third and 2 now. There's a shot of the center, Isaiah Tizer.
Third and short. Hand off to Reed. He's got nowhere to go. Westridge all over number 4.
Reed on the rush for the Pioneers.
Coming up at halftime, Friendship Ford halftime report. We'll be joined by Lance Dowdy, GM of Friendship Ford. That's coming up at halftime.
All right, Hayden Chanley had a decision to make here. He's going to leave the offense on the field here for this 4th and 2 from his own 37.
This is somewhat risky. 5 minutes left here and before half.
Figure you want to get the ball to your best player, Reed, if they're going to snap it.
Now there's the timeout. So with the timeout, we'll take one as well. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
At Friendship Ford of Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition.
We're one of the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying centers.
And you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
Back in Jonesboro, it's 4th down for David Crockett. And it does appear they're still going to go for it. Extra lineman in for West Ridge.
Fox may punt this ball here. He moved back.
It is a quick kick. He's going to get a good roll on this to the 30, inside the 20. This could roll down to, the 12-yard line. Here's a quick word from our friends at Toyota.
Toyota and your local Toyota dealer are combining resources to support our area high schools. We stand together as community partners for our high school athletes and their families to help schools and students get the most out of their high school years. Toyota is proud to join News 5 WCYB, Fox 39 WEMT, and Tri-Cities CW to provide each host team with a charitable donation to their school. Proudly presented by Toyota and your local Toyota dealer. Tonight's donation goes to the David Crockett Pioneers.
Back here, live action, first down for West Ridge. And that was a good run by Caleb McLean as he gets the first down, Toyota first down. And West Ridge with a big play on their first down, Casey.
After the punt by Fox at quarterback down to the 12, West Ridge at an 18-yard gain from McLean has it out to the 30.
Little sweep play with Reiner now. It's a blocker. Reiner's going to get another first down. He's trying to cut back. Sidelines, not your friend. And he'll go out of bounds about the 50.
One thing West Ridge does with this rushing attack is they make you defend every blade of grass on the field. They run it wide, they'll go up the middle. It's not like you can't just get into okay, they're going to run it up the middle here. Get another timeout by David Crockett here. I think Hayden Chanley's seen enough of these two big runs here that go from the 12 to the 49 in 2 plays. And being a defensive coach that he is, he cannot be happy with these last 2 plays. So he calls a timeout, and he is doing some teaching right now to his players.
And some yelling, it looks like. We really enjoy talking to him on our pregame shows. I'll tell you what, we're going to take this little pause here. Check out next week's game.
The Union Bears versus the Wise Central Warriors are Toyota's Friday night rivals. Friday at 6:30 on the Tri-Cities CW. Join News 5 Sports' Casey Getz and PJ Johnson as they bring you live game coverage of some of the biggest and oldest football rivalries in the region. Toyota's Friday night rivals.
Looking forward to our trip to Wise next week. Never been to Wise Central, so that's going to be an adventure for me. That'll be fun.
And that was a motivational timeout from Coach Chanley. See some inspired play from this defense here after.
There's McLean off the right side. He's going to be close to another first down.
But yes, it's going to be nice going up there. It'll be a big game next week with Union and Central, 2 big rivals. They played twice back in the spring season. The second time was in the region championship game, so that is quite a rivalry, and I expect it to be crazy next Friday night up there.
West Ridge on the move.
If you're West Ridge, 4 minutes left here in the first half, you would love to take another 2.5, 3 minutes off the clock, punch this in, and take a 14-0 lead into halftime.
That was McLean going straight ahead for a couple. Reiner, he'll try the right side. They love this play. Reiner cuts it back, and he keeps dragging a guy. He's going to be short of a first down, but now they're within first down range.
It looks like there's a lot of tired Pioneers out there defensively, some missed tackles, and they just seem to be a step slow.
Well, this game is favoring West Ridge right now, the conditions and everything else, and when you get short field, you get that. Ethan Bergeron powers through for a Toyota first down.
West Ridge's offense has been on the field a long time in this first half. Justin Hilton has to like that. And then on the other side, this David Crockett defense has been on the field quite a bit. And they appear to be breathing a little heavier than normal.
Straight ahead, McLean. You get about 7 a clip.
On the rush for the Wolves. Farrell on the tackle for the Pioneers.
Three minutes left before halftime. McLean again. He's going to be close to that first down.
Combs and Farrell on the tackle for the Pioneers.
I mean, this is the game plan. This is what Justin Hilton wants to do. He wants to run the ball. He wants to play mouth mash.
Oh, fumble.
Ball is loose.
Oh, Topping got on that.
Saved the day.
That was a disaster averted for West Ridge. However, they did lose a couple yards. Now it's going to be 4th and looks like 4th and 3 maybe.
Maybe a long 3.
I think it's too far for Bergeron to do a sneak here. I'd look for Reiner. Don't be surprised if they call a timeout. Play clock's at 13. And they'll bleed this down or change the play here.
Bergeron.
Yeah, they're trying to draw him off sides.
Yeah. So with the timeout, we'll take one as well. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
The Union Bears versus the Wise Central Warriors are Toyota's Friday Night Rivals. Friday at 6:30 on the Tri-Cities CW. Join News 5 Sports' Casey Getz and PJ Johnson as they bring you live game coverage of some of the biggest and oldest football rivalries in the region. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
I'm Casey Getz.
I'm Heather Williams.
I'm Steve Wilmoth of ESPN Tri-Cities and TriCitiesSports.com.
We will highlight the key matchups and make our predictions.
Join us for Prep Picks every Wednesday on News 5 at 5:30.
With these quarterbacks, the only way to settle this is to air it out. Bills, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
And that will be a great game. Coming up a little later, we'll name our Toyota drive of the game. And right now, that's probably going to be an easy pick because we've only had one really good drive.
We've only had one that ended in points. That was West Ridge. And we've had a couple 4th down plays already. And here's another big one. Where this is at, a lot will be able to tell if Bergeron is under center. I would take that to believe it's going to be somebody other than him getting the ball. If he's in the shotgun, it could be Bergeron keeping it. It looks like he's going to be in the shotgun here.
He's going to run right like he has all night long. He's going to fall forward, and that should be enough for first down.
Because he can get a head start in shotgun. If he's under center, of course, the linemen are saying first down. They're going to measure it.
Well, he's like a big oak tree. When he falls down, not much is going to stop him.
This is on the far side of the field from where we are, so we'll just probably wait until a decision is made.
Looks like they got it by a football.
The clock at 1:50 in the first half.
Big 4th down for a Toyota first down. West Ridge knocking on the door. It's 7-0, minute 50 left.
Both teams have one timeout left in the first half. You see Bergeron, when he's in the shotgun, he's more likely to keep it.
Go up the middle this time. Good game.
Bergeron on the rush. Rucker, Farrell on the tackle.
Like Bergeron comes out of the game now.
He does. So it's Reiner at quarterback. Now he's going to run it to the right. He cuts back. He's going to be close to the first down. A pile of bodies on the far side. I think he got enough.
It's quite a difference when 18 is keeping it this from a speed sense.
And he just disappears, too.
Yes. Watch him just follow the big boys and
just disappear right about here. He's his gang tackle. He's down there somewhere.
The clock could be becoming a factor now at under a minute.
Bergeron back in. First down, Bergeron cutting back. It's down to the 5.
You know, West Ridge has 1 timeout left.
40 seconds.
Second and goal here. With that 1 timeout, they can still run it here on second down. They got a timeout from Hayden Chanley. He called his final timeout of the first half.
David Crockett, the last timeout of the half.
So the ball's on the 6. It's second down and 6. What do you do if you're the offensive coordinator of West Ridge?
Well, you can run it here again because they have 1 timeout left as West Ridge, so you can run it on second down. If you don't get it, take a timeout. Then you probably have to throw it on third down because if you got stopped short, you wouldn't have enough time likely on fourth down. Or they could finish it. That's what they think they're going to do, so maybe they come out and throw it here on second down.
Save the timeout and maybe set up the field goal. They could do it that way maybe if they didn't make it.
They could do a field goal on fourth down. I think, though, up second and third down, if you run the ball on second and don't get in, I think you're going to have to throw it on third down. Now, if you throw it on second down, then you can come back and run it on third.
But you can't get a first down here, so that can't stop the clock. The only way you stop the clock is to go out of bounds or a timeout.
Correct. Now, that'd be the other way is if on the second down, if they want to run it wide and get out of bounds, then they can save that timeout and they could run it on third down.
Well, we'll see how we do in football one-on-one now because it's second down and we're going to get our answers.
Well, with Bergeron in the shotgun, expect him to keep it to the right.
It is Bergeron. It is to the right. Cuts back just into a pile of humanity. He did not get the touchdown.
Now they're trying to get him to hurry up and get on the ball. That clock stopped for a brief second.
13 seconds and ticking. Well, Bergeron runs it. He's got to get out of bounds, and he does.
He does.
3 seconds left.
Now I say you bring in the field goal team here on fourth down. You probably want to take a 2-possession lead into halftime if you're Justin Hilton.
You surprised they didn't use their timeout? You said they had 1 left?
They did a little bit. I mean, because that way they could just give them a little bit more time. They did end up getting off 2 plays. So, I mean, in the end here, if they get this field goal, it's all good. But you hate to go into halftime with the timeout in your pocket.
Icino puts it up, and he puts it through. So we'll have a score at the end of the half. West Ridge 10, David Crockett nothing. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle. Did you know Toyota has more all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else?
15 to be exact, including the legendary Off-Road King 4Runner.
The best-selling Camry made even better with all-wheel drive.
This Venza hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Or Sienna with a best-in-class 630-mile driving range.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing up to 72 months on any remaining new 21 Sienna or Venza. When you run the numbers,
Toyota is #1.
Toyota. Let's go places.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass. From mountaintops to downtown shops, this is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
What's that?
It's a new little meatball sandwich from Pal's. 4 juicy half-ounce meatballs covered in a thick marinara sauce and melty shredded white cheddar cheese on a hot dog bun.
Woo! Where's mine? I guess we're going back to Pal's.
Yeah! Y'all better hurry. The little meatball sandwich is only here for a limited time. Pal's, great food in a flash.
Welcome to the Friendship Hyundai Halftime Report.
Welcome back to the Friendship Ford Halftime Report. West Ridge leads David Crockett 10-0. And Casey, that was an interesting first half because of this weather. It took on a different tone.
Yeah, this was the one turnover of the first half by West Ridge, but David Crockett could not convert. Certainly the field conditions, haven't seen many guys slip, but could be something to keep an eye on.
It certainly will. We only had the one touchdown and the one field goal because of all those wet footballs. Right now, let's go into Olivia Bailey and the Marsh Propane Educator Spotlight.
Tonight's Educator Spotlight is sponsored by Marsh Propane, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia.
Welcome back to another Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals. We're back at the newest school in our region, West Ridge High School, with their principal, Dr. Davis. And Dr. Davis, we're about 9 weeks out of the first of the semester. Tell us a little bit about how things are going here in Sullivan County.
Things are going well. We're finally in a rhythm. All of our classes are open and working, and students are getting used to the new facility. Our teachers are getting used to things, and things are going really well.
And you now, in this gorgeous building that you have access to everything. You've started to integrate the students a little bit more. Tell us a little bit about how that has gone over the past 9 weeks or so.
Certainly, one of our major emphasis early on has been about building community and bringing the 3 schools together. And so we've done lots of activities to bring the student bodies of the 3 schools together, and they've meshed really well. This Friday, we've got multiple games coming up. We're finishing 9 weeks, and so we're really happy with where we're at. We're finally getting access to the last part of our building, which is Building D, so our shops and our theater are now open, and we're looking forward to students getting into that theater and our drama students working on their play for December, and just lots going on.
And it seems like you have a whole wolf pack behind you on this. Thank you, Dr. Davis. And this has been another Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals.
Thank you, Olivia. It's 10-0 here in Jonesboro. You're watching the Friendship Ford Halftime Report. We'll be right back.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Hey, we're back.
And ready to hit the road again in this new RAV4.
This is one of the most versatile vehicles on or off the road.
No wonder it's the #1 selling SUV.
You got all kinds of room back here.
Connectivity for all your devices, and it comes in a hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing for 72 months on a new RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It's pretty easy to see why RAV4 is #1.
Toyota, let's go places.
Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
Citizens Bank is a locally
locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
You're watching the Friendship Hyundai Halftime Report. Holston Medical Group is proud to recognize our scholar athletes, celebrating excellence in athletics and academics.
My name is Dr. Brian Schaefer, and I'm a family medicine and sports medicine physician with Holston Medical Group. I am honored to announce this week's HMG Scholar Athlete of the Week, Brooke Dennis of Davy Crockett High School, Fletcher Gibson of West Ridge High School. On behalf of HMG, congratulations to Fletcher and Brooke for your hard work and efforts both in your sport and in the classroom.
David Crockett Sr. Brooke Dennis is a very busy student.
I am captain of the cheerleading team. I am a member of Kickoff. I'm a member of Beta Club, and I am the treasurer for HOSA.
One of her favorite activities is cheerleading.
I love leading a team and being involved in the community and getting the crowd all wild for a football game or basketball games. It's just something I really enjoy.
And through everything, she still finds time for her studies, which includes some college courses already. She has a 4.19 GPA with plans to be a doctor in the future.
I plan on going to either ETSU or UT for medical school. And after, I want to enroll in the Department of Anesthesia at UT to become an anesthesiologist.
Fletcher Gibson has no problem staying busy. He plays football, he volunteers, he's even starred in a few musicals.
I've always liked singing, and when I was in elementary and middle school, I was in chorus. The football field and being taught to give all my effort really helps in theater.
The West Ridge senior manages to still balance that with his schoolwork. Gibson carries a 3.91 GPA and made the honor roll.
Never go halfway on two things. You know, you go 100% with everything you have.
But Gibson takes pride in giving back to his community, which is why he's considering becoming a teacher or even following in his dad's footsteps and pursuing the military.
I've always liked to help others, and along with that, my parents have really put it on me that I need to be involved with the community.
All of HMG's scholar athletes have the opportunity to compete for a $5,000 scholarship to be awarded at the end of the season.
Here at the Friendship Ford Halftime Report, Lance, and there's some exciting things going on here at the dealership, especially in the financing world.
Oh, absolutely, man. Ford just announced 0 for 72 months on the Ford F-150s. You know, they are trying to keep their title as the 45th year in a row consecutive of Ford, the #1 selling truck in America. You know, but it's been close competition this year, obviously with our chip shortages. But for the customers, you know, who are used to seeing rebates, that's like a $5,000 or $6,000 rebate on this thing. We've been blessed to, you know, earn extra inventory. So right now we've got probably the area's best selection of those trucks. I won't say it's a lot, but it's more than we've been having. So, you know, if you're looking for a good deal, we will obviously be working with you as far as making that happen.
Great selection on the lot, but tell them about what they can do to order your car.
I mean, we're running a program. It's so funny how things go cyclical, because back, I can remember in the 70s when my parents would order a car. You know, we've went back to that. We've got you know, already about, I think, almost 100 cars on order already ready to go. But people are coming in, getting exactly what they want, not having to sacrifice this option or that option. And if that's something you want to do, the good news with the F-150s is they have an opportunity to lock it in if we get it ordered or on time. So it's a good thing to come in and do that. But, you know, it's a great time to come in there and pick exactly what you want. We got so much new product. I mean, we got the new Maverick truck coming. The Ford Bronco is just now here. We're starting to sell those. You know, you've got this Mach-E, which is an electric car for us. All those cars are built to order. So it's a great time to come in and do that and pick out exactly what you want.
And if you are keeping your car, you need to keep it serviced and stuff. You've got an award-winning service department, some great guys back there that can take care of you.
It's one of the best things about the Friendship Group. The way we treat our customers is obviously, you know, Friendship is we want to treat our customers like friends, and that's why with the name Friendship. But, you know, obviously come over here, guys. We got great programs going on. Obviously, a lot of people are getting ready to winterize their cars. So if you want to go through, make sure you got the proper fluids, any of that type of stuff like that. We'll all make sure models. We'll take care of you and do that.
Tara here with Brett Marciel of the Jason Foundation. And Brett, why is suicide awareness and prevention so important?
Well, almost 1 out of 5 Tennessee high school youth reported that they had seriously considered suicide in the past 12 months. Now, the good news, though, is that suicide is preventable. Many times, a person who is contemplating suicide will show clear warning signs, either behaviorally or verbally, before an attempt.
And what does the Jason Foundation provide to recognize that a friend is struggling?
One of our most useful programs is our smartphone app, A Friend Asks. It provides information on those warning signs to be on the lookout for. It details risk factors that make it more likely that an individual attempts suicide. Provides examples on how to talk to a friend who may be struggling, and probably the most impactful feature is the Get Help Now button. It will connect the user to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline that is available 24/7 for anyone in crisis or who may have a friend or loved one struggling. You can find more information about that app by visiting our website, jasonfoundation.com, and scrolling down the page until you see A Friend Asks app.
Thank you so much, Brett.
Thank you, Tara.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Being a basketball coach isn't a 40-hour-a-week job. I wish it was, but sometimes it feels like it's all the hours of the week kind of job. Buddy, if there's something that saves me some time, I'm all for it.
Coach, is that my dress shampoo?
Don't judge me. Every minute I save is a precious minute I get to spend at home. That's why I love using Go-Kart curbside pickup at Food City. I order my groceries online, and they bring them right to my car in the parking lot.
Order for Barnes?
Hey, that's me.
Bristol, Tennessee welcomes 35 new jobs this morning. Friendship Ford is coming to town.
Rain or shine, Bristol has Ford.
Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
You're watching the Friendship Hyundai Halftime Report. Tonight's Educator Spotlight is sponsored by Marsh Propane, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia.
Welcome back to another Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals. We're at David Crockett High School in Washington County. We're with their assistant principal, Chad Plaisted, and we're talking a little bit about CTE education. That's become more important for our high schools here in this area over the past few years. Tell us a little bit about the new programs that you have.
So we brought in 2 new programs this year. We brought in dental hygienist and also electricity. We've had several researchers go out and look at the marketing, and those are 2 programs that are needed in our area, and also the students wanted those programs in our area, at our school.
And I always think this is so important because students have the ability to basically graduate high school and then go directly into the workforce. And as you were saying there, these were research professions that are right here in our area. Tell me a little bit about how those have been responded to, how many students you have participating. Have those been successful so far?
Yes, ma'am. So basically the electricity program, there's lots of students. Those classes are fairly full. Also the dental hygienist is very full. New teachers doing a great job, bringing a lot of new technologies, new theories, and I think the students are doing great.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for all you and your staff are doing as well. That was another Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard pass play. Another fake. It's Destin Wade, but he pitches to Keaton. The twin telepathy goes through, and Keaton Wade scores.
It's a touchdown, an extra point away from losing this game. So Arsenal gets the kick out of it. Pretty good one. Oh, that's off a foot. And how many times? Watch out. It's Ignore. It's a touchdown.
Look his direction, and now Whitfield extending the play, throws, and that he is intercepted, and what a grab. Unbelievable extension on that play.
Not a great sign, but they're going to try to turn around. Williams with the inside pitch this time. That's actually a pass, and he did not go down. He had a hand on the ground. This may be a problem. This may be a problem. He's got one man behind him. He's going to veer off a little bit, but Antonio Williams is going to walk away and strike up the band for the Dutchport Silver Foxes.
I would Hail Mary it at this point. Whitlock is going to keep it. Whitlock has received. Devin Whitlock all the way for the touchdown.
Right, and curve it in.
Here it goes on the way. Oh, close.
He made it.
He made it. Are you kidding me? Helm. He scored on a touchdown earlier, and he does it again. And Mount Ridge wins the game in overtime.
Thanks for watching the Friendship Ford Halftime Report. Friendship Ford is the regional Ford headquarters with the largest selection of F-Series trucks from Knoxville to Roanoke.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Hey, don't forget, the Blue Cross Bowl is coming up. Maybe it'll be the Bluegrass Bowl one day if they get a good enough sponsorship. Blue Cross Bowl. Look at all those divisions, Casey. Tons of them.
9 games over 3 days in Chattanooga this year. They moved it from Cookville, to Chattanooga. 4A is the one we've had a team play in the last 4 years. Elizabethton the last 2, Greenville the 2 before that. It's a good chance one of them will be there this year for a 5th straight year.
Yeah, that's December the 4th, and those games can be seen on the Tri-Cities CW, the Blue Cross Bowl. Here's some first half highlights. It was really a sloppy but a hard-hitting affair early as that ball pops loose. And, of course, there was also some defense the other way.
There weren't a lot of passes, but this one, a big hit from Isaac Haney on Brendan Reed. After that, it was time to run, baby, run. If you're West Ridge, they had 223 yards in the first half. There's the touchdown, the only touchdown. Bergeron kept it, and they good defense. David Crockett, they were held to just 46 yards of offense. There's McLean. He had a big first half. He's more the explosive runner for them. And then the end of the first half, they get a field goal from Eli Icino to make it 10-0.
All right, now we're joined by Hayden Chanley, the head coach of David Crockett. And Coach Chanley, I know this weather can't be agreeable for you. Are you going to make an adjustment of some sort?
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. You know, we hadn't had too much success on offense, but I think we've probably only ran about 12 or 13 plays. We got to find ways to get off the field on defense.
Coach, you took that timeout on defense and were animated with your players. What are they doing that you did not like in the first half?
Well, we got to play with a little bit of something about us. You know, I felt like we missed too many tackles. We get blocked, and we just stay blocked. We're not giving any fight. I didn't really like that out of my team. Hopefully that's getting fixed.
All right, Coach Hayden Chanley of David Crockett. Coach, I know you got stuff to do. We'll let you go. Thank you, and best of luck in the second half.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here.
Well, as he said, those halftime stats really favor West Ridge, Casey.
223 yards rushing, 46. Time of possession, almost 2-1 for West Ridge. And you saw the end there, that last drive that West Ridge had. It really looked like the Pioneer defense was just out of gas a little bit there, get rejuvenated at halftime. But if you're David Crockett, you're getting the ball first to start the second half. They deferred their option at the start of the game. That is certainly big, because if West Ridge was getting the ball to start the second half, this game could kind of get out of hand if West Ridge was able to go on a long drive. If you're David Crockett, you have to look at this. I look at it, this is a must-score drive for David Crockett.
Hayden Chanley indicating that he might have gotten after the boys at halftime. Maybe a little inspiration.
I mean, if you're not executing, I think a coach can live with that. But if it's the effort isn't there, that's what really bothers somebody like Hayden Chanley, who prides himself on the defensive end. And if his unit he didn't feel like was given maximum effort, he did let him know about it. And I expect them to play a more inspired ball in the second half.
So almost ready for that second half kickoff. The rain continues here in Jonesboro. It did play a factor in the first half, no doubt about that, Casey. It was hard for them just to hang on to the ball at times. We saw some center snaps that were not clean. So hopefully that rain will eventually end.
It does, at least from the dry inside, let me first say that we're not outdoors, but it does look to be a little less, the rain slowing down a little bit compared to what it was in the first half. You see here, this was the end of the first half, and Eli Topping helped save 3 points, recovering that fumble for West Ridge. That led to the Eli Icino field goal, and PJ, certainly so far we've only done a half, but let's give a shout out to our crew that's out here in the elements. All the guys, Preston I know is on one of the lifts here, and Jarvis is down on the field. These guys are out in the elements and making us look as good as we can. They're the real workers out there in the elements.
They're doing a great job. David Crockett will receive. Icino will kick it off. As Casey said, probably is a must score for Crockett to get back in this game. 2 scores down, 2 possessions down, and we're away with the Toyota kickoff here in the second half. It's a high driving kick to the goal line. It will be returned up to the 20. And that's where David Crockett will have it, just over the 20-yard line.
West Ridge, their kick coverage team, excellent on their 2 kickoffs they've had. They've done a really good job holding Crockett short of the 25-yard line both times.
So will Crockett maybe open it up a little? As they said, they didn't run a whole lot of plays in the first half.
It looks like I think we might have a player on the sideline.
On the far sideline on the end. The official's helping.
As an official.
As an official, yes. I'm not sure what happened there. Have our crack staff look at the tape and see if something happened. Maybe somebody got blocked into the official, perhaps? I don't know. So our crack staff has looked. They don't see the play that we're talking about, so let's see what the official says here.
I'm not sure how the game clock is at 10:59, and
yeah.
11:47.
Reset the game clock to 11:47. Pass that message on. Okay, watch the left side of the screen here, folks. You can barely see what happens. So you see the official go down. Looks like he just slipped. Great job as always by our crack staff. We don't miss anything. Even when we don't get it, we get it. How about that?
Oh, we miss it. They don't miss it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Swing and a miss. David Crockett takes it, and there's Fox. Oh, boy, he's met by a bunch from West Ridge. No go there on first down for Mr. Fox.
That was Eli Topping on the tackle, and Fox appears that he might have hurt his shoulder.
That's his throwing shoulder, too. Yeah, they're going to put in another quarterback. Now, Brendan Reed also plays some quarterback, and he is going in.
Reed is listed as the backup quarterback on the roster on the depth chart that we were given earlier in the week.
So let's see if this even gives them a new element here. See Fox grimacing in pain. Let's hope he's okay. Reed's going to throw it. No, he's going to scramble. Now he's going to run for his life as he slings outside. Boy, he's a haul to bring down. Going to bring up a 3rd and long.
It looked like Reed wanted to go deep. Wasn't there. Watch him looking to his right. Then he tucks it and makes the most out of what he can. West Ridge, their defense, very stingy so far tonight. 3rd and 8. And now you wonder whatever adjustments potentially that David Crockett wanted to do in the second half. That certainly was the under assumption that Jake Fox was going to be a quarterback. So now they may have to scrap it again with Reed moving over.
So Reed from the shotgun. Low snap, he gets it, throws it out. And that is almost picked off. Defense was waiting for that, Casey.
Sawyer Tate almost had a pick 6. The sophomore broke on that one and thrown to the far side. That was in the air a long time, and 3 and out. You'd have to certainly imagine there'd be a punt here for Crockett as Jake Fox is getting looked at by the medical staff.
You can see the pain on Fox's face, checking in for some sort of shoulder injury.
Fox is a sophomore.
Haney in to punt, or to receive the punt. High punt. Coming down just across the 50. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
East Coast Wings and Grill has something good for you. We take great care to provide you with the best experience, the freshest and most delicious food, with a great fun family atmosphere for everyone. Come on in. We can't wait to see you at East Coast Wings and Grill.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
At Friendship Ford of Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition. We're one of the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying centers. And you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Tonight's Facebook Live game coverage is sponsored by your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
Welcome back to a rainy night in Jonesboro, where they're still rocking and rolling in the stands.
You can't take the enthusiasm out of the kids no matter the weather.
And this offensive West Ridge trying to capitalize after some good defensive play. Straight handoff. McLean. At about 4.
McLean had 100 yards rushing in the first half for West Ridge. At their 223, he had just shy half of them.
Bergeron under center. There's Reiner coming around, getting the block. Trying to ease his way, and he got the first down. Bank of Tennessee first down.
Some more missed tackles there by the Pioneers.
That's what Jaden Henley was talking about. Hayden was not happy with that effort in the first half.
The tempo once again for West Ridge. They're getting to the line quickly.
Reiner. Going backwards.
Reiner on the rush. Aiden Clark on the tackle for the Pioneers.
In this formation that they're in, this is more of the, the wing backs are going to get it right up the middle. Here's Icino, and
that's McLean. About 2.5 to 3.
When Bergeron is in the shotgun, there's a good chance he's going to run the ball. When he's under center, especially in this formation with the wing backs and one in the backfield, this is unlikely that Bergeron runs it.
Third down, Bergeron going to throw it, and he's wide open. And that's Icino out there for a wide open touchdown. That might have been the easiest touchdown we've seen all year.
Well, I'll tell you what, as well as they've been running the ball, that is what an offense like this does. They run. Every 25 plays, they'll throw in a pass. And when they do, Bergeron, Icino just ran right by the defense. Everybody was up trying to stop the run. What a timely play called by offensive coordinator Robbie Norris. 16-0 Wolves. That's a big extra point here to make it a 3-possession game.
And it is good. So it is perfect. So is this throw. Bergeron. We'll be back with more Friday Night Rivals after this.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road in the aggressively styled, incredibly comfortable Toyota Highlander.
With your choice of a powerful V6
or best-in-class hybrid engine.
The Toyota Highlander can handle anything that comes your way.
And it holds its value better than anything in its class.
During Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing up to 72 months on remaining new 21 Highlanders. Plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
It's pretty easy to see why.
Highlander is #1. Toyota. Let's go places.
The first two names you heard about were A.J. Brown and Jeffrey Simmons.
Friday night, if you want to rob the bank, it'll be a good time because everybody's here.
You know how it is in Mississippi, like, you appreciate where you come from.
On signing day, it was crazy.
Everybody was either an A.J. Brown fan or a Jeffrey Simmons fan. You can come from rural Mississippi, and you can make it anywhere.
Welcome back to Jonesboro, everyone. West Ridge has done it again, scoring a touchdown pass to take a 17-0 lead. Here's your Jason Foundation drive summary, Casey.
4 plays, 52 yards, a 36-yard touchdown pass from Bergeron to Eli Icino, who not only caught the touchdown pass, he also kicked the extra point as well for West Ridge. Take a 17-0 lead here, 3.5 minutes into the third quarter.
This game's going very quickly. Icino will kick it off. Another Toyota kickoff. High and deep for a touchback. First down and 20 now for David Crockett.
Now we'll see if Jake Fox comes back in at quarterback or if they're going to. Looks like Riedel.
It does look like Fox
is out there, number 18. That's good that he's able to come back in.
Hopefully he just suffered a stinger on that shoulder. Nothing serious. First down for the Pioneers. Straight up the middle and nowhere to go. Fletcher in there, along with his pals, to stop that one.
Fletcher Gibson and Jesse Barnes teaming up for that 1-2 tackle right there for West Ridge. Got a lot of confidence right now on the West Ridge side of things. They're coming off a big win last week. They were down at William Blount, their first region win last week.
Second down. Fox going to throw it to the air. It's going to be almost picked off. Is that Haney? No, it's Icino coming out of nowhere to knock that one down.
Braden Reed did a good job kind of playing defense on that one and keeping Icino from intercepting at number 7 on offense. Reed, watch him kind of come in and swipe at Icino right there a little bit and keep him from being able to intercept that ball. That would have been the hat trick for Icino, a receiving touchdown, interception, and a kick in the extra points and field goals.
And a field goal, yeah. So apparently nothing wrong with Fox's shoulder because he threw that one pretty far. This is Reed on the pitch. He'll get about 5. But that was third down. Not exactly what you need on 3rd and long.
That'll bring the punt team out.
You see Fox still favoring that right shoulder. .721. Hayden Janley walking the sidelines. Haney back deep to receive the punt.
He's back, but at least on the punt so far, he's not even getting near them. The last thing you want to do if you're West Ridge is the muff the wet ball here.
Low kick. It's going to roll dead about 35. And that's where West Ridge will take it over again.
West Ridge, their offense has to have a lot of confidence right now, the way they've moved the ball tonight on the ground, and then with Bergeron just throwing it in the air. And the fans that made the trip from West Ridge have to like the way this is going. And I'm going to give up to their fans. You know, West Ridge has only played 1 home game so far this season. They have 3 games remaining. All 3 of them are at home. They had 6 road games this year. Of course, next year that'll flip around. They'll get 6 home games. But it'll be nice for them to have 3. The only home game they played was back in week 3. They lost to Science Hill back in the first weekend in September. So it's been over a month since they've played at home, and I know their fans will be excited to get 3 consecutive home games to end the season.
I was able to tour the facility this week, and boy, what a nice high school they've got there. This is Reiner. Just looking for a gap. Good game for number 18. It's a good location. West Ridge got that nice turf field. They got a really nice weight room. Got a good strength program going. Coaches have plenty of room to do all their coaching stuff. Very nice facility.
3rd and 5 here.
There's Reiner hitting the backfield. And he's going nowhere.
Gabe Farrell. Nice stop for David Crockett. First time we've seen the defense for the Pioneers in the second half really take it to West Ridge at the line of scrimmage. Farrell coming through.
It was actually Brian on that call, on the inside handoff. Caleb Bryant getting the call. Good defense by number 42. Gives Crockett another chance to get back in this game with the time running out. Down to almost 5 minutes to play here in the 3rd.
Remember how I said I thought the rain was easing up? Well, it's not anymore. It's back to, I think, what it was most of the first half. Definitely it's coming down a little harder.
High punt. And that's going to go out of bounds at about the 22. David Crockett will have a 1st down and 10 from the 22. Down 17-0 to West Ridge. Casey, you were telling me earlier that they had a problem tonight at Science Hill. This is quite unusual.
Yeah, Science Hill's game tonight with Daniel Boone was postponed about an hour or so before scheduled kickoff. And you saw some pictures we saw on social media. The field, which is a turf field, it was not draining properly. There was just puddles of water all over the place, almost like little swimming pools. And so there was no way they could have played a game on that tonight.
So they'll play tomorrow. Low snap. And that's Reed picking it up, and now he's thrown down. The ball is loose, and Reed's back on it.
As Eli Topping that made the tackle again. And as we've seen, there have been some other games across the region that delayed start, maybe some of the Lightning and maybe in other parts of the area. I know Elizabethton got a late start. You see Eli Topping been everywhere tonight for West Ridge. In fact, a couple nights ago, we saw him at the volleyball. I was at the volleyball game, and they had a nice student section. I believe he was right in the middle of that student section. The other nice supporting volleyball team as they advance, and they're going to be in the region tournament next week. They're not bad for their first season in school history.
Topping getting some looks from local colleges as well. I know Emory and Henry is interested. There's Fletcher Gibson with another big hit. Boy, this defense for Westridge has just come alive.
They got some big boys.
That is third down and really long.
I remember back at the week one, we had their game of volunteer. Fletcher Gibson gave us a shout out, you know, about an hour before the game. We were down on the field, and he hollered over us and said, "Had a good game."
Big fella. There he is. Good shot at number 75. A lot of colleges would be lucky to have Fletcher Gibson and Eli Topping next year. Here we go. That's Fox. He's completed the pass, and it's going to be close to a first down. I think he's just short.
That was great effort by Clark. And you're right, they are going to mark him about a yard short. And I think this is a must-go situation for David Crockett.
Oh, yeah. This is a good throw. I mean, he puts this right on the money. Now watch Clark. Aiden Clark stretches it out, but not quite enough. He thought he got it.
He tried to. I mean, he gave a heck of an effort, but came up about a yard short.
Mom, I need those longer arms.
Fox is coming out of the game here. And I expect Brendan Reed in the shotgun here around the Wildcat. Probably, I think maybe he just take this himself and run it.
This is their version of the road grader. Oh, good catch by Reed. Another wild snap. He snagged that with the left hand and pulled it in.
Got a timeout by David Crockett.
All right, they took a timeout, so will we. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
With these quarterbacks, the only way to settle this is to air it out. Bills, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
The Union Bears versus the Wise Central Warriors. Friday, October 15th on the Tri-City CW. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
Well, talk about putting your cards on the table. That's exactly what David Crockett is doing. Fourth down and about a yard. And they trail 17-0. And they've got somebody jump off sides. And I think they may be going backwards. That changes your fourth down when it's 4th and 1 to 4th and 6, huh?
Yeah, that's just a killer coming off of a timeout, then have a false start. You're going to have to punt the ball now. Not a lot has gone right tonight for the Pioneers here. 4th and 6.
Good shot of Haney back there. Oh, they're faking it. He's got some running room. It's going to be Reed. He's got a block. He's got the first down. He's up to the 40, past the 40, short of the 45. What a play by David Crockett. They pull off the fake punt for a first down, a Bank of Tennessee first down. How about that, Casey?
That's a gutsy play call and a really big play. So we got an official down at the end of this play. They run the reverse to Reed. Get the blockers out in front. And you wonder, do you think it was all part of the plan? All right, we're going to take a timeout, then have a false start.
And we're going to jump off sides on purpose.
Get him to think we're going to punt, and then we'll call the fake. But
well, it was genius, whatever it was. We hope that official's okay. He took a hard tumble.
That's the head referee. Looks like, see the white hat. Larry Hutchinson.
Got a veteran crew on hand tonight. Hutchison, Sherfy, Miller, Shaw, Clifton, Ratcliffe, Barger, Sayer, and Dickon. Everybody's got the white hat. Officials do look concerned about him. While they get him to his feet, he is to his feet. We're going to take this quick message from Fairway Mortgage.
This financial literacy tip is brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Setting written financial goals is a powerful tool that we all have the ability to set. When setting those goals, always follow the SMART rule. S for specific, M for measurable, A for actionable, R for realistic, and T for timely. Individuals and households that set written goals and follow these SMART principles have a much higher likelihood of financial independence and success. Buying a home or refinancing a home can be an important part of these goals, and it can be a valuable asset when building your financial future.
To learn more about Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, go to homeloansbyfairway.com.
We watched the official get to his feet. He apparently is okay. Kind of knocked the breath out of him. His feet just kind of flew out from under him at the end of that play. I'm glad he's back up and going.
Yeah, good to see Larry Hutchinson back. He's been on a few of our games this year and over the last several years as well.
Officials have been great to work with. Of course, we have to work closely with them with the TV timeouts and all, and they've been great to work with. Along with our red hat tonight, Max doing the performance.
First ever, and he gets the rain game. He's going to be thinking, what did I do to deserve this?
No kidding. Here's Fox back in. He's going to keep it, lower his shoulder, and go ahead. He's got that sore shoulder, but he gets about 6 yards. Jake Fox. There's Max. Max Hendra doing some double duty tonight as our red hat. He's the one that communicates with the officials. So the officials see the guy in the red hat. They know something's up. He's got the red hat, the red shirt. Got the whole deal tonight. Yeah, yes, that's true. He is wearing his Cornhusker hat for the good luck. There's Fox to the air. He's going to be complete, short of the first down. Lang making the reception.
If you're David Crockett, under 3 minutes left in the third quarter, you had the fake punt. You get some momentum on your side. You're down 17-0.
You got to get going. You're running out of time.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, possessions, you're only going to have so many possessions with West Ridge, the way they can chew up the clock. You like to see them punch this in before the third quarter clock expires.
It's going to be Reed running off the right side. He runs right into the defense.
He did not get it, it doesn't look like.
Well, going for it on fourth down has kind of been the calling card tonight. Putting some big fellas in there now, including number 79.
They did give him a first down.
They did give him the first down. It did appear that he was short, but we'll go with the officials. Bank of Tennessee first down. Jacob Castle in there, Casey. Did you see that number 79? One of their big kids in defense.
I would run the other way.
Good advice. First down for the Pioneers. And it's going to be running the other way. That's Reed trying to get to the corner. He does. And he cuts back. He gets the first down and more. Here comes a flag in the end of that play, though.
Yeah, right in the middle of the field, there's a penalty flag. Just in the direction of where that was, you think it's going to be coming back.
We talked about Crockett's speed. Did you see Reed get to the corner and just hit the second gear? Just kind of took off. There's the hold. Just not been Crockett's night. Do something great and have a callback.
Where that flag came in was around the 32-yard line, so it's almost going to be kind of...
Holding offense, number 51. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Down remains first down.
It's going to go, actually, let's go back to the original line of scrimmage.
See it right there. Oh, you see the hand on Icino. And then Reed turns it on from that point on. Fox inside toss. That's Williams fighting for every yard as he tries to get to the 40.
West Ridge is saying the ball
popped loose. West Ridge definitely has the ball.
Football.
And they're going to give it to him, I think. Wow. Jordan Williams was fighting for every inch and lost the tug of war somewhere in there. Watch him when he spins around here. The ball is loose. Yeah, on his way down, it popped loose. How about that? Great camera work, guys. We got the best crew in the state, to tell you. They're all over everything tonight. First down for West Ridge. There's Bergeron bringing the troops back to the line of scrimmage. You talked about how they can eat up the clock, Casey.
That turnover for David Crockett, that's going to be tough, I think, for them to overcome now here with a minute left in the third quarter. Still down 3 scores. Barring, West Ridge is going to have to turn it over here themselves. I think that for David Crockett to get back in this game, they're just going to run out of time. We're under 13 minutes left in the game now.
It's nothing for West Ridge to eat up 3 minutes on the clock with the drive. The way they run the ball. Here's Reiner on that pitch play. That little jet sweep they run. You got about 2.
Last couple possessions, David Crockett's defense, they have figured it out a little bit. It has been more tough sledding for this West Ridge offense. But it might be too little too late for the Pioneers.
So we have 3rd and long.
They don't have to run a play here with 15 seconds left. They look like they're going to.
Bergeron from the shotgun.
Yeah, if I was West Ridge, I'd say let's hold up here, boys, and take the quarter change.
And that's what they're going to do. We've played 3 quarters, and it's been all West Ridge, 17-0 over Crockett. Back with the 4th quarter. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road again in the rugged new Toyota Tacoma.
With a 3.5-liter V6, crawl control, and multi-terrain select, Tacoma can go anywhere and do anything. And Tacoma's been the #1 truck in its class for 16 years.
#1 in resale value, too.
We're not selling this bad boy.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get a new 21 Tacoma with 2.49 financing, with new Tacomas arriving daily.
People around here love their Tacomas.
Toyota, let's go places.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Being a basketball coach isn't a 40-hour-a-week job. I wish it was, but sometimes it feels like it's all the hours of the week kind of job. Buddy, if there's something that saves me some time, I'm all for it.
Coach, is that my dress shampoo?
Don't judge me. Every minute I save is a precious minute I get to spend at home. That's why I love using Go-Kart curbside pickup at Food City. I order my groceries online, and they bring them right to my car in the parking lot.
Order for Barnes?
Hey, that's me.
Cut to the Chase by Jersey Mike's.
Thank you, Jake. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Be a sub above.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
There he is. We're back. And it's good to see our official, the young man that fell recently, was able to get to his feet. Looks like he's all good. Larry Hutchinson with the white hat tonight. We're here in Jonesboro where the kids are throwing footballs. We're running a lot of plays. We're watching it rain. Ethan Bergeron with a 3rd down, a key 3rd down.
Third and 6.
Bergeron off the left side, stays on his feet, spins. Don't think he's going to get it.
Now he's going to be a couple yards short. The way their defense is playing, you got to punt this ball here if you're West Ridge, or at least I would think that's what you'd want to do.
Icino is on board. Does the place kicking and the punting. Unless they run a fake punt. Maybe it's their turn. Don't think so this time. Crockett with a good defensive stand will get the ball back. High soaring kick. Look at this kick down to the 1 and into the end zone. Boy, almost nailed that one. So they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. So if you're David Crockett, Casey, you've come to the point now to where you just almost have to throw the ball because you're running out of time. You've got to get a big play. You can't rely on that ground game.
No, certainly the clock is a factor now, down 3 scores. They moved the ball in the last one with the aided by the fake punt, but then they fumbled it. So you're David Crockett. Certainly you're going to have to pick up the pace and probably throw the ball more than you would like to, but game kind of dictates that's what you have to do.
Another low snap. Fox is going to keep it, runs off the right side, and Topping just nails him at the 20. Topping is a football player, leader in the weight room, motivational leader, and hard hitter. Whap. That's him.
Another bad snap. Fox done a really good job with those low snaps tonight.
He's really done a great job. He's like a shortstop out there. He snags that ball off the grass, and it's wet out there. He's done a good job. 2nd down and long. Straight handoff. Finally, Reed breaks loose, and he'll get the 1st down. Great run by Brendan Reed.
For Pioneer, 1st down.
You see the box scores after every David Crockett. It seemed like Reed, 2 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. I mean, he was a touchdown machine for them so many different ways that he has scored in different highlights, you've seen throughout the season. So for David Crockett to be with a goose egg, you got to give credit to the West Ridge defense. And certainly some self-inflicted wounds from the Pioneers, but this defense for West Ridge has been very impressive tonight.
Little pass as Williams, and he's got a burst of speed. He's up to the 50, caught from behind. But what a play by David Crockett. They need more of that if they're going to get back in this game. Jordan Williams with the reception, and what? There's another flag. Oh, man, Williams just looks to the heavens like, what can we do tonight to stop this?
He's holding on the Pioneers.
Holding offense number 7, 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul, still 1st down.
That was his brother. Oh, that was Braden Reed, wasn't it? Number 7.
Yeah, he was only got called for the holding penalty. And wipes a big play off the board.
Fox back, looking deep on the right side. It's going to be almost picked off by West Ridge.
Cale Bryant should have had a pick 6 there. That one he was like to have back. This one goes right through the hands of number 10, and there wasn't anybody going to stop him from taking that to the end zone. And that's the thing now at this point in the game. Not only, West Ridge knows David Crockett's going to throw the ball. They're dropping people back in coverage. The windows are going to be a lot tighter now for Fox.
Fox fakes the handoff, got a little screen play to Williams. Topping's behind him, almost gets him. Williams is tripped up after he gets a few of that yardage back that they lost before.
Topping is just so disruptive. Even though he doesn't make the tackle, he makes Williams go outside a little more and never regains his footing after what Topping kind of made him off balance just a little bit. That's the effort you want to see in a 17-0 game, playing all the way through here.
3rd and 10 now.
Watch out, Fox.
Still on his feet. and he's weaving his way. He might get the first down. He does. What a run by Jake Fox. How'd they not get him?
I have no idea. He looked like he was going to get sacked here. That's why I was like, watch out. He had somebody come from the blind side and just kind of, I don't think he ever saw him. He almost had a sense that he was there, and then he's breaking shoestring tackles. And
oh, he adjusted his face mask and still got the first down. What a run.
What a play.
Well, one bright spot, I guess, for David Crockett tonight. 8:58 left to play. 17-0 West Ridge. With a screenplay again to Williams. Bryant makes a tackle. You know, you've mentioned several times what a benefit it is for Justin Hilton to have these former head coaches as his assistants. It doesn't all fall on his shoulders.
No, I believe there's 3 former head coaches on the staff as assistants here at West Ridge. He said it's nice to have other people that know what it's like to be in the position that you were in. They lean on forward vice. They run the option here to the short side of the field. And big surprise, number 1 is right in the middle of the tackling.
See the Crockett football with the Crockett logo on it. There's Fox to the air, and it bounces off his receiver, who was open. That was Clark. Couldn't haul it in.
The 4th down for the Pioneers. Certainly have to go for it situation here.
7:44 left to play in the game. This game has flown by. Fox to the air, and it's going to be incomplete. So while we switch sides, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle. Did you know Toyota has more all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else?
15 to be exact, including the legendary off-road king 4Runner.
The best-selling Camry made even better with all-wheel drive.
This Venza hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Or Sienna with a best-in-class 630-mile driving range.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing up to 72 months on any remaining new 21 Sienna or Venza. When you run the numbers,
Toyota is number 1.
Toyota, let's go places.
Suicide is preventable, and everyone has a part to play. Visit TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com and learn how you can make a difference.
Back here in Jonesboro, trying to wrap it up tonight. 7:42 left to play. David Crockett down 17-0. And they just failed on a 4th down play. Really, really tough night for Crockett. Nothing is going right. And everything has gone very well for that young man, Ethan Bergeron. There's Bergeron keeping it down the left side. Gets the first down. Now that's the Ethan Bergeron we saw in the game against Volunteer. He had a lot of carries, had over 100 yards rushing. That one gives him a Toyota first down. But tonight he's been content not only to pitch the ball, but to be the lead blocker as well.
Izzy Bergeron talking to head coach Justin Hilton there for West Ridge, and that was really a formation where they had 3 receivers to the far side, and then Bergeron takes it to the short side of the field after he faked the handoff. Hadn't seen that really, I don't think, at all so far tonight.
They've really mixed up their plays well. And this is the same play. Bergeron left side again. Another first down. Knocked out of bounds.
I mean, you talk about taking the play call and running to perfection. I mean, there was not a defender anywhere near Bergeron on that one. And I mean, watch this one. It takes the handoff to McLean, pulls it.
There's nobody there.
There's nobody there.
They had everybody spread to the far side of the field. Now you run the same play, and then you throw it over to the far side of the field and see what they do with it. Same formation. Handoff this time to McLean up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Then he's hit hard by Reed, who throws him down.
It's been a very impressive ground game tonight for Westridge. McLean he had exactly 100 yards in the first half. Hasn't had as many carries in the second half.
15-yard line, Toyota red zone for Westridge. Bergeron shotgun. Fakes to McLean, keeps it on the left side. Bergeron cuts back to the 5, inside, and touchdown, Ethan Bergeron. A Toyota touchdown for the big fella. Number 7 puts 6 on the board.
15-yard touchdown run, and that was the third time on this series we saw Bergeron keep it, go to the short side of the field. 15-yard touchdown, and I think that'll put the cherry on top for Westridge tonight in this one. A very impressive performance.
Extra points up, and Icino nails it. Here comes the flag. Let's see what that's about. The block below the waist against the offense. Put that on the kickoff, I'm guessing.
I would, at this point, 23 and 24, nothing's not really going to be much of a difference. Yeah, I would just take the yardage on the kickoff.
Illegal block below the waist. Kicking team, number 18. That's a 15-yard penalty added on to the kickoff.
Got it from the man himself. Here he goes. Touchdown, and we've got more Friday Night Rivals as we wrap it up from Jonesboro right after this.
Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
Hey, we're back.
And ready to hit the road again in this new RAV4.
This is one of the most versatile vehicles on or off the road.
No wonder it's the #1 selling SUV.
You got all kinds of room back here.
Connectivity for all your devices, and it comes in a hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing for 72 months on a new RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It's pretty easy to see why RAV4 is #1.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Back here in Jonesboro, Westridge has scored to make it 24-0. Jason Foundation recap, Casey.
4 plays, 47 yards, just 55 seconds off the clock. Bergeron with the 15-yard touchdown run. He has 70 yards rushing on 17 carries in the game for Bergeron. Has 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 in the air.
Well-balanced offense by Westridge tonight. And the defense has really been the stories. They've shut down this explosive David Crockett offense. I mean, they have shut them down 24-0. I don't think anybody expected this kind of a game tonight in Jonesboro. Icino tees it up. He'll be kicking it off for a Toyota kickoff. Less than 7 minutes to play before we put this one in the books. Low squib kick. Good field position coming up for David Crockett. In fact, we're going to have more than a good field position. We're probably going to have a touchdown down the sidelines. What a great play by Emile. Javon Emile scoops it up. takes the little squib kick and gets a little opening and just dashes down the sidelines, Case.
Emil, 5'9", sophomore. What a play. There was a squibber. He picked it up, did not let it go by him, and ran right down the sidelines. Now, you know, you're David Crockett. You probably want to go for 2 here. Make it a 16-point game if you do, but great job by Emil.
He just turns on the Jets at that point.
And, you know, this is it looks like they are going to go for 2 here to try and make it a 2-possession game.
So Brendan Reed. And here's the whistle.
Timeout by West Ridge.
First timeout of the half.
So we've got a timeout. Let's take a Toyota Spotlight.
Tonight's School Spotlight is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
It's really incredible to meet Robert St. John in the position he's in as a 40-year teacher, especially knowing his story on how he got here.
I was going to take a year off after my bachelor's degree, and I was all set to do what I did in the summer, which is drive a truck for a parts dealership. And somebody from Broward County Schools said, we are desperate for math teachers. Would you consider doing that for a year? So I said yes, and I never left the classroom.
And even here, a curveball. St. John was not a math person during high school.
I really hated math when I was in high school. And until I got to statistics in college, I really didn't like math.
But we learned that's how he connects with his students when teaching a topic he's come to enjoy.
Seeing the light go off over their heads when they get stuff, when they realize that, yeah, I might use this somewhere down the road, or heck, I can use it right now, just watching them comprehend things.
St. John also teaches interactive media and ACT prep courses at David Crockett.
Back here in Jonesboro, we've had a quick change of events as Crockett has run a kickback. Now they're on the field to try for 2 points.
You want to go for 2 here, down 18. You can get this, make it 16. It would be a 2-possession game, as opposed to if you kick the extra point, it would still be 3 possessions.
Low snap. Reed's going to have to run for his life. He is hauled in by a whole bunch of defenders. Nowhere for him to go as Reed is thrown down. Hey, we talked about underdogs. We've talked about muddy fields. How about an unsung hero, Casey?
Tennessee Tough Award tonight goes to Eli Topping, the first round. Look, watch that block right there. Put somebody on his back. Eli Topping, he's done it on defense, but on offense, look at that block right there. That is just Tennessee Tough at its finest. Congratulations to Eli Topping, #1, our Tennessee Tough Unsung Hero winner tonight.
Plate of pancakes is headed toward your way, huh?
Don't say that. He may be waiting for you to deliver those.
That's right. He might. And Dirks is gone. I'll be messed up, huh? Oh, boy. So, quick change of events, 24-6. But now Westridge gets the ball, 6:32. They're almost going to have to turn it over to get Crockett back. If Crockett's to get back this game, they're going to have to get some sort of quick turnover.
Well, David Crockett, they're going to have to do an onside kick here. Down 18 points with 6.5 minutes left. So, with these field conditions, I mean, you get a wet ball bouncing around. I mean, who knows? So definitely you can see West Ridge, they are prepared for an onside kick. They have a lot of guys.
Their hands team up front.
So they have about 9 guys within a 5-yard mark there between the 45 and the 50 waiting for this. Now you may want to try and do a little pooch to this far left corner back here.
That is what they're going to do. But it bounces to Bryant. He comes down with it, does a smart thing, just smothers the ball. So it'll be first down from the 46.
You know, for when you're doing the onside kick, when it bounces right like that, one bounce to a guy, there's not much you can do when you're the receiving, the kicking team trying to get that. You need that second bounce or a really high bounce to do something, but that one just went right to Bryant. It's certainly hard to pull off. I mean, the success rate even at the NFL level is really low on onside kicks.
Bergeron back in offense.
This is the same formation they used on that last one. 3 receivers.
They just switched the sides. Bergeron running left this time. There he goes. Hauled down after a good gain of 5.
Hopper on the tackle for the Pioneers.
This is where that offense of Westridge really comes in handy, when you just need to eat up some clock. Get those 3rd and shorts and 4th and shorts. They can just kill you with the clock.
And certainly we did see in the first half, even in the 3rd quarter, they had some up-tempo. They were getting to the line quickly, and with this amount of time on the clock, that goes out the window. You want to bleed this play clock as long as you can.
Yeah, down to under 10 seconds now. Straight ahead, Bergeron. This time he's met by a bunch of Pioneers. He keeps those feet moving, though. No gain.
Bergeron on the rush.
David Crockett has 2 timeouts left. It's 3rd down. If Westridge can pick up this 1st down here, PJ, they'd probably be able to run out the clock the rest of the way.
Flag of the fans hanging in here. Everybody seems to have a good time despite the fact that they're soaking wet. 3 receivers wide. Bergeron shotgun. Reiner. Jet sweep. Reiner gets the 1st down. Here comes a flag.
Reiner on the rush. Penalty marker on the play.
Head coach at Westridge, Coach Hilton, looking on.
That 1st down negated by the holding penalty. One of the few penalties we've seen tonight against
Holding
Westridge.
offense, number 71. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Down remains 3rd down.
Ashton Waller called on that. See 71 right there. He pretty much tackles the defender.
Waller, he got the start tonight at left tackle for Logan Pierce, who not playing tonight, along with Peyton Green, also out tonight for Westridge.
Reiner in motion. Here comes Bergeron left side, dancing short of the 50.
That was just the 2nd penalty of the game on Westridge.
So they're going to have a 4th and long. Do you punt? Do you go for it from the 50?
Hayden Chanley called a timeout here to stop the clock.
Well, we've teased it earlier. It's time to reveal our drive of the game. And here it is.
This was in the 3rd quarter. McLean up the middle for Westridge to kind of lull you to sleep here. Reiner just, again, run, you know, at some point say, okay, we're keeping an eye on the safeties, and then everybody comes down. They go over the top. Bergeron to Icino, 36-yard touchdown. That put Westridge up 17-0.
And he could still be running. He was that open. And that's the straw that broke the camel's back. 24-6 right now. Westridge in charge on 4th down. Icino's in there, so apparently they are going to punt. .423 left. Icino with a high kick. Left sidelines. It's going to go down about the 15-yard line. Crockett's got a long way to go. And a short way to get there with 4:14 left.
David Crockett, this is their 8th straight game. Have not had their bye week yet. That is next week. So might be coming at a good time leading into the Musket Bowl, which is in 2 weeks. For the Pioneers, that'll be at Daniel Boone this year, so they'll have 2 weeks to get ready for that. So the bye falling at a good time before their biggest game of the year.
Fox throws it up over the head of Clark. You talked about the Musket Bowl. We televised that a couple of years ago. And what a crazy game that was. Remember all the fans that were here? And it was just overrun, right?
Well, we were here. I think that was for the pregame when it was here. I think the broadcast game we did was at Boone, I believe, 2 years ago when it came down to the final play. They ran that little, I think it was a halfback pass they tried. I think Crockett may have tried there. That game rained the whole time, I believe, as well.
Kind of like this, yeah. Fox scrambling. Nowhere to go, and he goes down.
There's that West Ridge defense. Tanner Scalf. You know, the defense, even though Crockett's only points in this game came on a kickoff return, so the defense, they have not allowed any points tonight for West Ridge, and they want to make sure that stays this way with closing in on 3.5 minutes left. West Ridge, they're going to go home next week for Morristown East, a region game. That'll be a really big one. You know, they're in a region with 6 teams and 4 make the playoffs, and if they can beat Morristown East next week, who does not have a win yet in the region, that might almost clinch a playoff spot for West Ridge.
Fox trying to buy some time. Throws a bullet out of bounds.
Fox has passed the red and incomplete.
West Ridge, they have home games left against Morristown East, Tennessee High on a Thursday night, and then Jefferson County to finish out the season. All at home, though, so that's the good news for this team. No more traveling until the playoffs. And if they can win these last 2 region games they have, they might be able to get a home playoff game.
Pretty remarkable for a school in its first year to come together like that. You never know what you're going to get with consolidation. Eventually, it seems to work out. All right, that ball's going to go dead at the 50. Here's what's coming up next week on Friday Night Rivals.
The Union Bears versus the Wise Central Warriors are Toyota's Friday Night Rivals. Friday at 6:30 on the Tri-Cities CW. Join News 5 Sports' Casey Getz and PJ Johnson as they bring you live game coverage of some of the biggest and oldest football rivalries in the region. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
3 minutes and 4 seconds left here in Jonesboro, and West Ridge takes the field again. Ethan Bergeron in that shotgun formation where he has run so effectively here in the second half. He'll run again up the gut, spin around for about 3.
You know, on the other side, PJ, for David Crockett, yes, this loss ain't going to stink tonight, dropping to 5-3, but in terms of the playoffs, has no impact for the Pioneers. They are 3-0 in Region 1 5A, and if they win the Musket Bowl in 2 weeks, they will be at home throughout the playoffs as long as they keep winning. Region 1 gets home field advantage this year. So that is something that, you know, that'll be the message. The team knows that everything is out on the line in the Musket Bowl in terms of what the future holds for this team.
Of course, we said earlier, Boone did not get to play tonight because they were supposed to be at Science Hill, and they kind of got waterlogged over there, and they'll play tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Bergeron to the right side. He's got an opening. Is up to the 40. He just slides down.
To stay in bounds. That's a veteran heads-up play right there by Bergeron. Keeps the clock moving. Very smart play.
And he slid for a first down. Be close to it.
I think he's just short.
Just short,
yeah. But he kept the clock running, more importantly. And even though Hayden Chanley has 1 timeout left, you know, he's not going to call it here, I don't believe.
With the 24-6.
They can pick up this first down. They can take a couple knees in victory formation.
Bergeron, right side. Got the first down. And that should do it.
Justin Hilton says, huddle up, boys. And VC the V, the victory formation. It's the best call.
Universal sign for football coaches, isn't it?
That's the favorite play, they always say.
Well, you can't say enough about, about the effort from West Ridge tonight. Their defense was spectacular.
They were in their offensive line, the running game. They did a great job. Again, they had 223 yards rushing in the first half. So they imposed their will. The defense made that big stop after the turnover when Crockett got the ball inside the West Ridge 30, and the defense held him to 3 yards in 3 plays, and then Crockett missed the field goal. And that really kind of, after that, it was all West Ridge. If they give up a touchdown there, who knows how this game unfolds. So the defense answered the bell when their backs were against the wall, and then once the offense got going, they were tough to stop.
It's never easy to go on the road and put together a performance like this. Crockett's only offense coming on a kickoff return. 23 seconds. One final knee. And now they say that is all she wrote. Tremendous performance tonight by the Wolves of West Ridge. Led by that man, number 7, Ethan Bergeron. 24-6 your final. We'll be back to talk to the winning coach. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Bristol, Tennessee welcomes 35 new jobs this morning. Friendship Ford is coming to town.
Rain or shine, Bristol has Ford.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop, online at eddiestrophies.com.
Come on, hurry.
Dad, come on. Thanks, Dad.
Whew, all right. Yeah, thank you.
Quality Time by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Sitting down. Welcome back to Jonesboro, everyone, where West Ridge has just claimed a 24-6 win over David Crockett, and we're happy to welcome in head coach Justin Hilton. Coach, earlier this week we had a chance to talk, and I asked you if your team had an identity yet, and you said, yes, we want to run the ball, and we want to play tough, and that's what you did tonight, exactly.
Absolutely. Proud of our offensive line, proud of our backs. I thought we came out, established the line of scrimmage. The weather was going to force us to do it whether we wanted to or not, so it just worked out great.
Coach, defensively, you did not give up a touchdown. It was on special teams. Can you explain what your defense did tonight? They imposed their will, holding this Crockett running game, especially Brendan Reed, to pretty much a non-factor.
Yeah, I think, Coach Rowe had a great plan coming in. I felt offensively that we wore him down a little bit with tempo, and then defensively kept applying pressure by putting in different defensive tackles to stay fresh, and I think that our guys just played extremely hard.
Coach, I've got to ask you about the touchdown throw, though. I mean, you sucked everybody up. You're playing right into the line, and then all of a sudden you decide to go for it. Talk me through that thinking there.
Well, I'll be honest. Coach Norris has been doing this a real long time, so he knows when to pull the trigger on those, and he saw something he liked. He called the play, and it worked out well for us.
How much confidence does your team have after winning last week at William Blount, the region win? Now tonight, going home for 3 straight games. Now, where's the confidence level of this team?
Well, it better be high because we got 3 big games coming up. It's going to be great to be back home, but our conference is going to be extremely tough, and then you have Tennessee High on top of that. So we just got to keep getting better and better.
Coach, we appreciate all the help tonight. Congratulations on a great win on the road. Show that trophy to the kids and celebrate for us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Coach Justin Hilton of West Ridge. We love the celebrations, Casey.
That's their 2nd trophy of the season. They got one in week 1 at Volunteer, so West Ridge likes being on TV. They're 2-0 this year.
We like filling up their trophy case. Well, we had a great time in the rain tonight in Jonesboro. We'd like to thank the folks at Toyota, Hosta Medical Group, Friendship Auto Group, Food City, Marsh Propane, Fairway Independent Mortgage, Tri-Cities Honda Dealers, Bank of Tennessee, the Jason Foundation, the Tennessee Titans, Jersey Mike's, and Eddie's Trophies, who make all these games possible for our viewers at home. We'd like to thank all our great sponsors for supporting Toyota Friday Night Rivals. For Casey Getz, I'm PJ Johnson. So long from Jonesboro. We'll see you again next week on Friday Night Rivals.